Oh, wait. What happened to my
Are y'all ready for this?
Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to episode. Claudia says it's 19, so I'm going to go with what she says.
19.
So, hello.
19.
19. I'm still back in
19.
the 13. So, but that's just how my week has been going. Stop barking. They're already starting. They did not start until literally 30 seconds ago. Yeah, Nia, was your ears burning this afternoon? Oh, so silly. Silly. I just forgot to post it. Okay. Hey, Jocelyn, thank you for joining in. If you have any questions or if you want to say anything, let me know. You can put it in the comments and hopefully I'll remember to read it. So much going on this week. So much going on. I got rid of most of my migraine, but it keeps popping up. It's allergy season. It's just autumn. It's just so awesome. So awesome.
I've been dying since yesterday. Well, I was cleaning out one of our empty rooms, and my little sister used to keep her guinea pig in there, and I'm actually super allergic to guinea pigs. And so as I was cleaning it out, my nose started getting stuffy, and I was just dying. And I'm pretty sure it got so bad because every time I sneeze, there's a little blood in it. So I'm it's going away a little bit, but
well, it's been raining so much here that I haven't gotten a chance to mow, and the yards were really getting out of hand, and I was like, okay, I just got to do it, even though I didn't feel like it. So I went Thursday. But see, on Wednesday, we met my sister and niece in Silver Dollar City because my daughter was off work, and so we went down there. And yeah, I'm extremely allergic to things that look like snowflakes that float by you in May. Cottonwood trees are the bane of my existence, and they were everywhere there. So I was just like, ugh. And I could tell it the rest of the week because whew, I have not been having a good week. And then, the whole everything that hit the fan this weekend, I'm just so over this crap. Yeah, we were discussing how we know Claudia's home from work on Sundays because she starts posting all of a sudden.
You know what though? I had went into work early this morning, right? And when I got home, I was like, okay, I guess I got to get to work. So I started doing it. And when I was done with one of the parts, I was like, I'm really tired. So I passed out on the couch and woke up around 4. That's why you probably noticed a big lapse in the next time I started posting.
No, I didn't notice because I actually went to sleep around 4 too because I didn't get
I woke
sleep
up
before.
around 4. Oh, okay, yeah. I woke up around 4
See,
I
was just going to sleep at 4, and then I got woke up about 8-ish, and I just, there's only so long you can lay there and deny that you're going to go back to sleep. So I just got up and about 4 o'clock, man, I was sitting there watching TV and working on my stuff, and I was like, so I just laid back because, yeah, it was a lost cause at that point. I slept about 30 minutes, not too bad.
I slept about an hour.
Went
Hour
to
and a
bed
half.
at 2 a.m. See, I was in bed. I just was not sleeping. That's my
See,
big
girl,
problem. Well,
I
see, I
woke
didn't take
up at 1 a.m.
I did not take my edible last night, and I won't make that mistake again because I got no sleep. It was to
Yeah.
the point to where I was like, do I just get up and do something, or do I just lay here and pray that something happens and I go to sleep? So
See,
I
my
just laid
problem
there.
is that even when I have early morning shifts, I feel like I can go to bed anytime I want. So I'll be going to bed at like 11, 12 at night, having to wake up at 1
Yeah,
in the
but
morning.
you've always been that way where you can't sleep.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I said it's my problem. It's a problem that's never ending.
Yeah, and it never will end. Oh God, there's so much stuff going on right now. I don't even know where to start. I found this really cool little Twitter page that like puts a lot of stuff. I mean, I already basically done all of the news that they posted, but it was nice to see somebody else doing it. But they
What
do
page?
this week's charts and data highlights, which is super cool for
Oh,
me because even though I did the newsreels, I don't put them anywhere to use later. So first thing I'm going to do is take this off. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold all day long. I'm either in a tank top or a sweatshirt. So
yeah,
stupid.
take top on.
Ooh, you're dressed today. How nice. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want to wear a bra.
Yeah.
It was either a shirt or a bra, and I chose the shirt.
So Stray Kids, a lot of problems going on right now, but they ranked number one in media impact value for the 2024 Met Gala for male celebrities at 24.3 million, and that's alone. They did that by themselves. That's not get off of that stuff, Bella. Seriously, get off.
It was what?
Jesus Christ, dog. Just a minute. I'm having a dog issue. Why? Got this whole room and she has to lay right there. Okay. The media impact value for the Met Gala, our boys raised $24.3 million by themselves.
Ooh, good for them.
They are now officially the third most followed Korean group on TikTok, right behind BTS and Blackpink. They rose 56 spots on Spotify Top Artist Weekly or Global Weekly chart at 101 and re-entered the US chart at 190. So we're getting there. They gained, get this is what's great because you know my views on this. They gained nearly 1.3 million new listeners on Spotify this week alone. It is the biggest single week increase ever.
Damn.
Now for Lose My Breath, it debuted number 37 on Billboard Japan Hot 100 after 2.5 days of tracking. Number 4 on downloads chart, first top 5 hit. It debuted number 97 on UK singles and their 4th entry in the UK. Debuted 183 on weekly Spotify top songs global, only charting. It's the only JYPE track in 2024 that's charting right now. First week on YouTube, 25.887 million views and 1.145 million likes. First week on Spotify with 11,537,134 streams, just shy of 15 million when you include the alternate versions. And it reached number 1 in 33 regions on iTunes.
Well deserved. It's such a good song.
I know. I like all of the versions. There's one I like better than the others, but I'll listen to all of them. Okay, for why? It surpassed 10 million streams on Spotify, their fastest OST to do so. And then more Lose My Breath first week recap. YouTube first day views 7,752,389. First day likes 860,306. First week views 26,652,454. First week likes 1.1 million. Shazam first day was 11,000. First week was 34,000. And Spotify first day streams 2,633,599, and first week streams 11,537,134. So thank you, Twitter person, for putting all that together so eloquently that I could not do. Stray Kids version. I do like the Stray Kids version. It's just the rap parts kind of seemed forced to me. This is just my personal opinion. It doesn't seem to flow as well as a lot of their songs. I don't know if it's because it wasn't the original version. Does that make sense? It's like they tried to put
It's
some
like,
rap in there
like
to
for
try to
me,
make it more Stray Kids.
yeah.
I mean, and that's fine. I still love it. I'll listen to it, but the rap verses just seemed forced. It
Like,
just doesn't flow
I
like
can
it normally
understand that
does.
the originals are always the better ones, just because, like, the sound, it's a Japanese version. I love the Japanese version. I don't really prefer the Korean version,
I don't.
but
Their first version is always the best. I don't know why. Just
I
is.
think I'm pretty sure it's because they put more into the first version than they do the other versions,
Yeah, like I said, I like all the versions. I'll listen to all of them. It doesn't make me any difference. It just for whatever reason, their rap normally just flows. Just flows. I don't know how to explain it, but in this time it just didn't quite seem to flow as well. It's still really good. So
It's like when you watch like the first movie compared to the second movie, like they're both
yeah,
good, but nothing can compare to the first movie.
yeah. Speaking of movies, they're coming out with all of these remakes. It's like, are you not smart enough to write new stuff? I don't understand it. It's it's like the same old thing over and over and over again, just because you put different actors in the same place and you add weird curse words, which I mean, my mouth, but it's not going to be any better than the original. So I don't know why you would want to fail
You know
yourself like
what?
that.
My guilty pleasure is all the Cinderella remakes. Like I just gotta watch every single one. There's a bunch of bad ones, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine, I gotta watch them.
I have no idea where the Cinderella thing came from.
You were talking about remakes, and Cinderella is
Well,
like
I know, but
the
that's
main
not
movie
what
that
I
gets
was
so
like
many.
thinking about.
That's what I was thinking about. I'm thinking Disney over here because Disney's been coming out with a bunch of remake songs.
Well, and they're turning a lot of their animated into real life, which I mean, great, fine and dandy, but then leave the originals alone, and they don't want to leave those alone. They want to keep taking them away from us and putting them in a vault or whatever the hell they're doing. I'm just like, so glad I own all of that.
I do not. I don't.
Oh, I started collecting Disney right before I had my first one, because I think it was Beauty and the Beast and something else had just came out right around the time I had her. So I immediately started buying the Disney VHSs, and then it went to DVDs, and then it went to Blu-rays, and you always got to upgrade what you got. So
If
yeah,
I've never heard that movie.
if
Did that just come
what
out?
movie is that? I don't.
I know that's what I'm saying. Look it up.
I've never heard of it. I'll let you look it up, because if I look it up, I may never get back to where I need to
It's
be.
that imaginary movie with Ryan Reynolds. That imaginary movie where he's like imagination where it's at or whatever.
What are you doing? I swear I need to put a Ring camera up in here to show y'all what they do. That he was possessed. I swear to God, this dog was possessed a second ago. He was doing some weird. Anyway, hello, Ashley. I guess that's your name, or is it Itsy Ashley? No, I'm just joking. Probably Ashley. It's just gonna be me
Ashley.
and it's just gonna be me and Miss Stray Cloud over here because yeah. If you have any questions or comments or anything, there you can ask in the comments. We try to keep up on top of it. Until I have to go over to my Discord and then I forget to look at the comments. There's just been too much activity.
Mm. So I reserved at the pop-up store.
Did you get a
Right?
reservation?
I did get a reservation.
I need
issue
some
is-
room slippers. I'm just saying, I need those room
the
slippers
issue
because they're only
is-
pop up.
Yeah, but the issue is that when I reserved it, it would not let me reserve with anybody else. And so I was like, okay, maybe it's like one reservation per one, but it wouldn't let me reserve anybody else on my account because what am I supposed to do with my daughter? Like, hello. Like, why wouldn't it let me reserve more than one person?
Well, she's young enough. I don't know why they wouldn't let her in there anyway.
I sent them a message to like figure it out because like I made the reservation and me and her both traveling over there together. Like I can't leave her with anybody. Not that I would want
Yeah.
to. And plus she's a Stray Kids fans too. You're telling me to leave her behind while I go in there myself? That would be cruel.
Yeah. That's
She's
super
she's
cool.
Tankman biased. She does not like that man needs all the support. And having a 6-year-old being supporting, that would like boost his confidence
Yeah.
to the max.
I think Ben is one of those that completely underrated. People overlook him so much.
Let me tell you, he is biggest baby girl energy to the point where you just like he looks bulky and like he can come off a certain way, but he is someone that is worth protecting. He is someone that
Yes,
you do
he
not
is.
want to hurt.
Thing is, his whole thing is he wants to protect people. That's his thing. And I get that. I'm a Leo too, and I'm very loyal to those who I deem, well, even though they, up until the point that you piss me off and prove that you are not worth my loyalty, I am super loyal.
Mm-hmm.
And then you piss me off, and then you're just dumped in the trash.
Jenny is my alt bias, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I will faint seeing any of the members. I will faint seeing any of the members.
Why faint?
They all
They're
gave me
just
the
human.
same. First of all, man, while they are just human, they're like a kind of fantasy that will like that is just out of reach, and for it to come true, I must be dreaming. So obviously, I need to go to.
I am planning to go to Chicago to see Stray Kids if I get the opportunity. That is one of the places I wanted to go. So once we get tour dates, we can start setting meetups and things. And I think it would be fun to get to know other stays. Plus, I think Aaliyah is around the same distance as I am from Chicago. So maybe we can meet up there.
Oh, is she? I think my cousin
Yeah.
lives over there, like somewhere around there, in
I
that
think
general
she's
area.
10 hours and I'm like 8 and some change. So, I mean,
From there? That's close by? Oh, you're talking about, close by to huge, it's not to there.
I live like 2 hours from a decent sized city. So driving distances is not a big thing for me. When my kids were in sports and I was doing the sports photography, we would pick up and drive, 9 hours to Fort Worth for the weekend, or we would drive 4 hours to Albuquerque, or we drive 6 hours to Odessa, or 2 hours. It just depended on who I needed to get an interview with that particular week. So driving is not a thing for me.
You know what, Minnie? Honestly, I'm gonna need to see face to face and get to touch a real life to believe that they're actually real humans. Thank you.
Touching Stray Kids?
Yeah.
Are you gonna pull a Felix and just walk up and like start feeling their biceps?
I'm gonna need proof. Excuse me. I'm gonna need proof. They obviously reached to a point where they just don't seem real anymore. So I need proof for that, And they only have themselves to blame. So I feel like they should endure it a little bit to get a little bit,
Yeah. Okay.
Even just
I'm
like a
just-
poke.
I'm just gonna leave it there because, yeah,
Or
you're treading on dangerous ground.
or I would suggest this, and they might actually take me up on the suggestion. High five.
That work or a fist
That's
bump.
yeah, exactly.
And Shane Bean is supposed to show his abs this year, and you know that nobody's gonna let him not keep that promise. I can hear it now. He comes to the United States, and we're all screaming, abs, abs, abs when he walks past us. Yeah, I can already see this shit.
You know
happening.
what?
So if you're not really going to do it, you probably shouldn't have said you were going to do it, because that's not something we're going to forget. I can forget why I stand up and start walking to another room, but I will not forget that promise.
No, seriously. Man's like, once he does that first reveal, he's gonna have to become Bang Chan, because at this point, it's gonna need to become a regular thing.
Well, Lee No is not going to let it be a one-time thing. So
Oh yeah,
there's that. There's that. Yeah, I haven't even gotten through all of the stuff I got from Japan the other day, like last week. It was a lot of stuff. It was 86 different orders, and some orders had multiple items, so it was a lot of stuff. But
I can hear my bank account.
if you can, these are the most beautiful magazine portfolios ever. I got all 6 of them.
6? Just the
Huh?
Just the one.
No, there's 6 of these. There's the one of this that I got, which they used that the one that they got the award for the picture. So, but these suckers are heavy. I now know why it costs so much to get them sent to me, because they're heavy.
No, they
Like
look
it was
like,
poundage. Huh?
if it wasn't for this trip, I swear to God, I would be spending just as much.
Oh, those 17 covers. I'm trying to figure out how to budget for that one. Got my CDs in. So I have a few extra of these that I'm not going to unwrap. If we ever get a lot of viewers and we have like a trivia or something, I've got prizes.
We're almost at 2,000.
I know. I think next Sunday we're going to have our special show. I don't know that I'm ready for that yet.
Next Sunday will be my last Sunday before I go on my trip too.
I know.
Which I guess we got to.
And then we got to figure out who's going to run it when I'm gone.
The fan kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already
I
got
should
ours.
get my fan club thing. It said on the 28th, so hopefully on the 28th. We will see.
Oh, this month?
Yeah. I finally got my text message saying it's heading your way. So I'm hoping it's here before then.
I thought I was going crazy because I could have sworn they had us put it to come in June. And when I started getting notification that it was coming in, I'm like, am I seeing this right? Did I order something else?
No, you're right. I think it was like June 20th or something like that. It was some kind of weird time. Oh God.
I love it too. It's so cute.
I cannot eat bacon anymore.
They have these pictures that are my ultimate favorite. They're They're like actual pictures, like 4x6 pictures that I just love.
In the fan club?
Yeah. They're my ultimate
favorite.
Heard. They're my ultimate favorite because it feels real, you know? Like something to put in a photo album and not a photo card album.
You got your fan club kit last week? Yeah, there was rumors about bed bugs. I don't know that rumor was actually true because I don't know.
I didn't hear about that rumor, especially when I got my fan club kit.
I know, right? I didn't hear about it till afterwards.
So I'm over here like, oh, this is so cute. And I never thought to check for bugs. But it
Right.
makes me wonder if they're messing with us. And Chatting's just like, you know what? Y'all want to make fun of me for all those for having those bed bugs, and y'all joking with me like that? Boom, bed
Somebody
bugs
was
in y'all's
actually saying I would
bed.
not mind bed bugs if it was the same ones that fit Channy.
No, but that's what I'm
I
saying. Like, how funny would that be if he's that petty and just be like, you know what, y'all want to make jokes? Here's some bed bugs for y'all, and y'all see who's laughing
yeah,
at the
I ain't making those jokes.
end. I
I've
mean,
been bit
either.
by I've been bit by ticks twice this week. Because my dogs they take that medicine, but this medicine only works if the tick bites them and then it'll die. But they can drag ticks in and out of the house all the time without getting bit. So I got bit on the leg and then I got bit like right on the back of my arm last night. And I was like, so now I gotta figure out how to spray my huge yard for ticks. Yeah, I don't like bed bugs. I don't like any kind of bugs, truthfully.
I don't like anything that requires me to put in effort to get rid of, you know, because then I'm gonna feel like I never get rid of them completely, and that's gonna bug the crap out of me.
Maribel. Well, she's being a 50-pound weight right now. She doesn't want to be held. So,
She is so cute.
yeah. Yeah, she's so rotten. Ugh. Do you want Levins too? Come here.
My dog's
Nope.
mad right
Okay.
now. Let's go put her in her cage, so she's facing the wall right now. Mad.
They're so funny. Oh, so anybody else have any news this week? Oh, I did find out that Subcase Shop was the cheapest on shipping if you get all 17 of those magazines. Get off my stuff, Ben. Um, that's the cheapest one I could find, but it was still going to be like $400.
You know, I saw this meme that says girl math is finding the cheapest stuff to get K-pop merchandise. It's to actually travel to Korea so that you have to pay for the shipping.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, it's true because not only do you get a vacation
Leave
out
her
of
alone.
it, but you also can get as much merchandise as you want and you can bring it over for free. So
Yeah, except for the fact those magazines weigh a ton and it's going to make your luggage overweight.
I'm allowed to bring 4 bags on my flight
Yeah, you said you were
and
going to
2
take 3
carry-ons.
empty ones.
So I have one that I filled up to 1 layer, right? But it opens up to 3 layers. So like when I run out of space, all I gotta do is open it up more and it makes more space. And my other one is just like a regular suitcase for my daughter. But there's some stuff that I'm taking over there that I'm probably not bringing back anyway. So there's some space right there too. And not only that, I could pick up some more luggages over there because I was only gonna bring 2 carry-ons and 2 checked bags. So I can like go and buy 2 more checked bags if I run out of space, and boom, there's my 4 checked bags right there.
Yeah.
And I have
I just
insurance,
know
so if
I
they
need
lose
some
it,
Lee-Bit room
they're gonna
slippers.
if they lose it, they better find that luggage because they're gonna owe me some big cha-ching. Big cha-ching. They better go to Korea and go give me all that stuff right back.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I'm telling you, you should come on here. You should read your own lore that you write.
Yeah, seriously, it's always fun to read it. But I'm sure it'd be funnier coming from the person who actually wrote it.
Right? Do not walk over there. I've got piles. I haven't worked in here in a couple of days. I have stuff. Oh, what am I getting? So I'm
The
getting
Kelly
something
Clarkson,
Thursday that has to have a signature.
I hate that. I hate doing the sign stuff. Like I understand it because they just want to make sure that with packages like that, they want to get to the actual person instead of getting lost somewhere. But the amount of times I had to go to the damn post office to go pick it back up because they're like, "Oh, you missed." No, well, not
Yeah.
joke because I'm hardly home because I work a lot. Like, what do you expect? Like, just leave it at my
I
door.
told
Hey,
if it's my normal mail lady and it's like USPS, I already told her, I said, just sign it for me and leave it at the door. So she signs it
all
for me.
right.
But these are coming
Really?
like DHL and UPS and stuff like that, that I can't have her do that. Although I know the UPS man, I could always just tell him, Just sign it for me.
I'm so excited to watch them on Kelly Clarkson. She is so nice to all of the people that comes on her show that I just want to see
Oh,
the interactions that they have with her, you know?
yeah, they're making excuses to boycott that show. I'm just like, y'all are just reaching, man. Because she did a collab with some Israeli singer, and so she's a Zionist. I'm like, really? Because
First of all,
7 months ago, you didn't know what that word meant. But okay, let's use it, as an overused term. It's so stupid.
it is true. Like, how would she know? Like back then too. Like her first thought was it's not gonna be check their history, check what they like or do or whatever. Her first thought was like, give me
Yeah.
good music, let me collab with them. That's most of the singers thinking.
I actually saw someone on X say, because someone's like, you expect them to check the background of everybody they're going to collab with? And they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, you're a moron and need to get in the real world because that
Do
just
they
doesn't
check the
happen.
background of everybody they collab with or they interact with at anything?
Right. Exactly. So,
So stupid. Like y'all could be literally like conversating with somebody and they could be a Nazi for all you know, and you don't even know that
yeah.
because it's not like they
Unless
make
they
it
got
like
unless they got a big Aryan Brotherhood tattooed across their forehead. I'm probably not going to know because
nowadays.
even
No,
if I see your tattoo, I'm just like, and I move on. It's I mean, whatever. They basically, if you start looking at their boycott list, they should not even be on social media. They should not be using their phones. They should not be using their laptops. They should not be using anything. And like I said, naked and homeless is the only way you're not a hypocrite.
first of all, how about y'all stop posting on an app where this man's is like the
Literally
biggest.
funding Israel.
Yeah, no, no jokes. Like, first of all, get yourselves together. If y'all are that serious, make your own app and hope people get on there to hear what y'all want to say.
Right. If you don't like JYPE, well, number one, they're calling him a Zionist because, hello, he's a Christian. Christians align with Israel 99.9% of the time. So now he's a Zionist because of his faith. Okay. Well, now we all see how short-sighted you are. Yeah, it's just a ridiculous. It's like, oh, you want JYPE to stop doing this and stop doing that. Well, here's the thing: start your own company and do however you want, and let me know how successful that becomes because it's probably not going to make it past the city limits. Yeah, it's so stupid. I mean, it's like their reasoning is so stupid. I really, really think, just like the streaming ban that they did in January, where they're like, it's not gonna hurt the boys. Yeah, that was a lie. And it wasn't even Stay that started that. It was another thing. And I think this is the same thing. I think that they want their faves in a higher charting position. And the only way they're going to do that with Stray Kids dropping music is by making sure that Stay boycott over some ridiculous asinine bullshit, just so their faves can. And guess what? It didn't work. In fact, all it did was piss the rest of us off. So all these aunties can go on, take anything related to Stray Kids out of your name and move on with your life. Because you're not going to change anybody's life. You're just not. Like I was telling Claudia earlier, I was like, they keep screaming, you have blood on your hands, you blow. It's like, you know what? Blood is easier to wash off than adhesive that I'm using. So, okay. You act like you've never had blood on your hands. Dude, I have worked on people that some lived, some died. Blood is not that big of a deal for me. I do feel bad for the innocents. However, this war, this genocide that they're talking about has literally been going on for centuries. Centuries. And you're not going to change anything with your little hoity-toity attitude.
They're like, oh no, we're gonna stop the war because they're tweeting about it.
Oh yeah, and they're telling all of our YouTube reactors, the ones that react to Stray Kids, not to react to Lose My Breath, but then they're hyping up all of Hive's stuff. It's like,
Okay, first of all, everything that's
isn't
going
their
on with Hive
guy
too.
Zionist? I mean, you're hyping, you're wanting to boycott us for being a Zionist, but yet you're hyping up a Zionist. That it's like hypocrisy number 1,345,000. These people do. It's so stupid,
Oh well. All we could do is
right?
support the boys and make sure that they continue to grow.
Yeah. And Rockstar may be hitting those award shows this year, and I'm super excited for that. So let's concentrate on that.
Right,
Right.
right,
Because
right.
Jeff Benjamin, is that his name?
Okay, you can stay out here if you listen. That's not listening.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? The Jeff Benjamin, he writes for Billboard, and he is like truly in love with Stray Kids. He absolutely adores Stray Kids. And he was talking about how Rockstar is still it's going to be up for awards this year. It's still topping charts and things. So
Who isn't in love with Stray Kids when
once
they
you
meet
meet
them?
them, yeah, our boys are so sweet. That's all people talk about is how amazing these kids are, and then y'all want to boycott them over bullshit. Don't need you. Check your entitlement and leave the room. Bella, what are you
Lay
doing?
down.
Our dogs are just being weird today.
No,
I
honestly.
swear. I don't know what
Look how
she's
big
doing.
she's gotten compared like from before. She's gotten way big. Let me see. Oh shit. Come here. Girl, you better let that go. Give me that. Come here. Come here. Look. Don't touch my ice cream. You weenie. Come on.
I don't have ice cream. It all melted in the freezer.
Yeah. Like, see, look how
I
big
was
she's
so
gotten.
pissed, man. I opened that and all that ice cream was down on the bottom. I was like,
You see how big she's gotten
yeah,
compared to
she's a
before?
husky. She looks like a husky and shepherd. Is she a husky and shepherd?
Yeah, she's a mix. Okay, go away. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Like, but mom, you just called me over here.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Yeah, so I mean, just the whole hypocrisy. I'm so over it. I have blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked, and I'm just like my timeline. I get on Twitter now, and it's like talking to some of my besties. You know, we're we're all just blocking and getting rid of people, and it's been very peaceful since then. It's sad it had to resort to that, but we're not the ones that started it. We're just the ones finishing it. I think I finally got all my
Chiflada.
thingy. Huh?
Nothing. She like unplugged. Thing. Lay down. Okay, there we go. Okay, what? What happened? What?
I said I think I got all
what?
my No Easy now that I figured out that, you know, No Easy didn't have an OTA. It's been a long week.
No, honestly.
All righty. What do you want to start with? Oops.
So I started a new show.
The 9th.
The 9th. Yeah.
9th.
Said that. Girl, I said that.
I was saying it again because it didn't come out right the first time.
Okay, let me sure. So these episodes are way longer than the previous ones, thankfully. They're like 22 minutes long, but still. Okay, so the ninth, I think it's basically kind of like a reality show type of thing. So that should be fun. So the first episode is actually just a teaser. It's just like a little introduction thing where the boys just kind of like do those signs that showing like, hey, what's up? You know, they say a few things, but I don't understand what they're saying. So
Oh, no subtitles.
not for that one, but for the next episode they did. The first episode there was subtitles. So for the first episode, it begins with a little intro before it shows like Hyunjin reading a paper that asks like what he is gonna do with his new living accommodation, because then he mentions that they're gonna be moving into a new dorm. So they're basically gonna be moving out of their trainee dorms and moving into different types of dorms now.
I remember that. That was hilarious. The
The
amount
scene,
of stuffies Felix has
oh my
is
gosh, when he was trying to get in the elevator.
I know, right?
Well, it shows
Oh,
the
our
boys
poor
starting
boy.
to like pack up, and Ian's like showing us his little pink dinosaur pajamas. I think it's like a onesie, and saying like he always sleeps in them and that he will sleep in them at the new dorms as well.
Well, I hope he's not sleeping in them now as a 23-year-old man. No, I think he's
Excuse
not
me,
quite that old yet, but
man's just secure in
I mean,
himself.
I don't sleep in onesies. I have onesies that I wear after I get out of bed because, yeah,
I don't have any
I
onesies,
do.
but if I get onesies, then I want to get Stray Kids. I mean, not Stray Kids. Stitch onesies. You know, Lilo and Stitch. I don't like Lilo that much, but Stitch is my boy. Okay, that's my boy.
Um, I have a Rudolph onesie.
I read off
I'm
onesie.
trying to get a Grinch onesie, but
You,
they're super expensive.
you little beanie. She pulled off a sticker from my laptop.
Oh,
What does it say? It's one of the, what is it? One of the ordinary stickers. Girl, damn my face. Oh,
ugh.
anyways. Oh yeah, okay, so then it shows the boys packing and all this other stuff. And Han says that his heart hurts a little having to move to a new place while he tried to shove like a bunch of stuff in a new suitcase that ends up breaking the zipper with it
how
closed most
how
of the
long
way.
were they in that dorm? It doesn't seem like they were in that long.
They were definitely, I don't think they were in there that long because this episode was 6 years ago. And they were, I think the moment they debuted, they that's when they started the
They got
process.
well, as soon as they debuted, they actually moved into the dorm because they were all living in those great big dorms before that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That had those little cubbies that they all slept in. I bought two Felixes. Gonna
Uh
be for sale.
oh nice. So Han then comes out of the room and starts talking about how the side burst on one of his little monos, a stuffed animal. And then it moves on to Felix packing his stuff and him trying to get through the elevator with all of his stuffed animals in his arms. And the elevator kept closing on him as he was trying to make it through before the camera guy was just like, oh, let me help him, I guess, and pushes the open button
I
on
know
the
it's like
elevator.
you see this baby boy struggling, and you just stand there and don't help.
No,
I'm like,
honestly, I'm just like, my boy, like he's literally about to get it, like his head, the elevator is closing on his head over here. Like, help the poor boy out. Like, grab some stuffies if you need to. Like, my
right?
God, get yourself
I know that you're
together
supposed to be, just a
behind the camera.
cameraman, but come on, have some heart for our baby.
First of
That is
all,
funny.
if I recall during the survival show when he misspelled a word and he's like, yeah, see, we did it, and he's misspelled it, they went ahead and pointed it out, but not to his face. So I'm just like, y'all letting this poor boy like over here respelling something, thinking he's just like, yeah, let's go for it and stuff like that. And then like once the video is posted, that's when y'all are like pointing it out, like, look, this is spelled wrong. What? It's
Yeah, not nice. Not nice.
like we know he
Okay,
struggles with it.
I have. Oh, okay, I know what these are. In the District
Um,
9, is it Blu-ray or CD? Anyway, it came with literally 4x6 pictures.
girl,
But I'm missing Lino's. So I got to find a Lino picture to finish my collection.
girl, let me find out that the stores over there in Korea has almost every single thing, and they've been holding out on us ice days. Let me find. I
I know
will.
that they opened some new K-pop shops. I think I sent them to you.
Hmm. I said I will call them out so hard. I'm just like, I see. So y'all have these available here, but y'all can't send them over there. I see. I see. Interesting.
Right.
I said we could see the favoritism in this fandom, but whatever.
Hey, maybe you'll run into Jen over there. You never know. He'll be
Oh
out of the military
yeah,
by then.
that's right. Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of people I can run into. There's a lot of people I can run into over there. I will be walking around a lot because
Well,
yeah.
you know they don't take public transportation.
Well, I really tried this whole diet thing before my trip, but you know what? It's just gonna have to be on my trip. And
You're
there's gonna
gonna
be a
lose
lot of
weight
things.
because everything over there is walking and stairs. They have
Yeah,
the
I
biggest
know.
amount of freaking stairs. I'm like, I will never get to go to South Korea because I'm not supposed to be climbing stairs.
No,
My
see,
doctor would be
exactly,
very, very
exactly.
pissed at me.
Which
Huh?
is why I plan on walking most of the time. Like the only places I plan on traveling through vehicles is probably to like Busan to go to the pop-up store or to places obviously I need to travel.
They have a lot of stuff at
More.
Busan that was really cool.
No, I've been wanting to go up there because they said it's kind of like the country side of
Mhm.
Korea and it's like really beautiful and it has like beautiful oceans and beaches and stuff like that. I'm just like I want to go up
Yeah,
there. My worry though is that since they are a little bit further out from the main city, that they don't speak as much English.
they may not.
But I am trying to practice learning my Korean. So even if I have to read it off my phone, I'll speak Korean to them if I have to. And I do have a translator little earbud
App.
too. So if they like speak in my phone, it'll be able to translate it for me. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't be that hard. That's if they don't mind, but I hear they're pretty friendly. So
Well, a lot of their economy does is based on tourism. So,
oh yeah, in the main cities.
yeah.
That's why they promote it so much. I can't wait. I want to go to the temple because I want to go put a hanbok on. Like
I
that'd be so
know those
cool.
look
That'd be
so
so
cool.
cool.
Especially that one place that lets you rent it for free and then you can still leave all your stuff there.
But I probably won't do that until the end of my trip because I need to lose weight. What if they don't have my size?
Whatever. There are fat Korean people. Hello.
Excuse me.
Not
I
many, but there are fat ones.
That's what I'm saying
Plus
though.
they
Like
have a plus they have a lot of fat Americans that move over there. So they need fat things. So
that is
not all of us are
true. That
size
is
3.
true. I'm just worried because when I tried to shop around for some stuff, they had me worried.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Where was I?
I don't know. We got off topic.
Oh, okay. It says, oh, and then Bang Chan comes in and he is like overly excited to finally be leaving the trainee dorm, saying how he never thought this day would come. Oh.
Killing
It
me,
came out.
Smalls. Killing
Cha-
me, Smalls.
yeah, seriously. Channy Han and Ian made it to their new dorms, and Ian mentions it being better than their old place. And Channy was helping Han open the suitcase he broke, and was of course successful in it. Um, Channy saw another room off to the side with like blinded doors. Or what are those shutter doors or whatever?
The
Whenever
ones that fold in half.
no, like it's kind of like a sliding door, but it has those kind of like blinds. Okay, you know that episode where Jenny's pretending to be a kangaroo.
It's not the
Hans-
bifold doors, the doors that like fold into itself,
No,
and
no,
they have
no.
the little slats that look like blinds. I don't know that.
I mean, it doesn't fold into itself, but it does have the things that look like blinds. But you know that episode where Han is pretending that Channy's a kangaroo and he shoves Ian in there?
No.
You've never seen that? Girl, you
I'm not
pull
saying
off
I
the-
haven't seen it. I'm saying
My
at
girl,
this moment in time, I
if
don't remember it.
you pull off you pulled off the Baychan sticker? My girl, get out of my face at this point. Go back in your cage. No, don't talk to me right now. Get out of my face. Look at this. She pulled off the Baychan sticker. Oh, no,
I
and
have
she's pulling
another
off-
one. You want me to send it to you?
Hold on. This girl's still pulling off stickers. Let me go. You get your butt. Come on. And she has the audacity to go back, pick up the sticker to take with her. It's just like putting salt in the wound over here. She's like, well, you're not gonna need it anymore. It lost its stickiness. The audacity. Who raised her? Anyways.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, are the days of our lives.
The struggle is real. I'm telling you, she's mad at me and she's throwing a little fit right now. So she knows she knows how much they mean to me. And that's the first thing she goes for is the stickers on my laptop. Oh, the audacity. I never thought I'd see the day where my dog will pull the stickers off my laptop. You know she did that crap on purpose.
They want to know how old your daughter is.
Girl, that wasn't even my daughter.
It's not her daughter pulling the stickers off. It's her dog.
It's my dog. My daughter's asleep right now, but she's sick. That's the worst part. It's just my dog doing it, acting like she has hands to pull it off. No, she used her teeth. The audacity, like I'm flabbergasted right now. Like that was the ultimate insult. She really wanted to gut me right now. Anyways, let me just. Oh, I'm back.
Okay, I'm trying to make this stuff stick. You need to stop making me laugh.
Let me see if I can find like a piece of the video so you can see it. It shouldn't flag it since it's only gonna be a piece of it.
It didn't work. Try again. Hope all of y'all are streaming. I've been streaming 24/7.
If need be, I could put some playlists in the stuff in the Discord too if y'all need help with the streaming stuff.
Yeah. They're
And while the playlists
the
do
one for
help,
Station Head always has really good streaming playlists, and they have some for overnight. They have some for just 3 hours, 4 hours, blah blah blah. Of course,
yeah,
a lot of those playlists were sabotaged by mass reporting because boycotters. Oh,
which stuff?
and have you seen all the piracy that's going on through them? They don't want to listen to the song, but they will steal it.
What?
So there's a lot of them stealing the music rather than actually streaming it on reliable
Okay,
sources.
here it is. Let me see if I can share the screen. How do you share again?
You push, there's a button down there. It says share. It should be green or something like that.
Oh, the big button, the only green button that says share screen.
Yeah, that one.
I never would have thought. Okay, let me
Yes,
see.
piracy is illegal, and I don't know how they take care of it in Korea, but I guarantee you it's probably a little bit harsher than it is for us.
Okay, can y'all see?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hmm. See those? Those,
Oh, they're just sliding doors. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy. I don't want people looking at me. I have the bifold doors like that. One morning, it was in the middle of the night. I got up to go pee, and the medication I was on, I was walking like a drunk zombie, and I was literally tilting to the side. So I grabbed the door, and it came with me. So I only have one door now. I don't have the two doors that shut together anymore. Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh crap, I'm stuck in here. Oh, okay, okay. Oh,
Just
yeah, I
stop
was not
sharing.
stuck. No, I meant like I was stuck in the screen. Like I stopped the sharing already, but
Oh,
it's I was stuck in the screen.
well, I've been a nice and law-abiding citizen, so I've been screenshotting all of the accounts, say talking about piracy and sending them to JYP. Not that they will ever read it, because they always swarm JYP's emails with all the bullshit, but I tried.
One thing about JYP though is that he is stupid, but he's honest. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. And
Well,
I
I
think
don't
he's
really think he's
honest.
stupid, but
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. He just does dumb things. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I'm sure this I think his problem is that he just has so much ego and love for himself that it just like overshadows a lot of things.
That's called narcissism, which is
Yeah.
funny because, that's like totally looked down on as far as being a Christian, but whatever. I
Mm.
have learned that when I talk about or when I am narcissistic, it keeps people from talking to me. So I do it a lot. I'll have people coming up to me, oh, how's blah
JYP.
blah blah. And yeah, I'm just super obnoxious about it because I don't want to talk to them. So they need to go away and leave me alone. When you're narcissistic, that happens a lot.
My issue is that I could definitely come off like a bitch. Um, in most cases,
You
but then
can.
but then I feel bad. And so
Oh, I don't
like
feel bad.
some people like break me down. And
Yeah, I don't feel
I
bad
thought I
anymore.
killed like my conscience off a long time ago, and that whole still like treading in my mind somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, I just don't give a shit anymore. Because truthfully, if I talk to you like that because I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to care whether or not you come back around. Like, I just want you to leave me alone. Go away and leave me alone. There it is.
Like I openly will let you know if I don't like you. I don't hide that. But if you're not giving me like if you're not being mean to me, rude to me in that moment, I'm not gonna be rude to you either. Like if you want to be civil, we could be civil. I don't like you, but I'm willing to be civil. Like no big deal, right? That's just how I am.
Well,
Like I'm
my
not
problem is, when they walk up and they're asking me questions about another family member, and yet they haven't even actually said hi to me. That is rude as fuck. You can at least say, hi, how are you doing? Nice to see you before you start digging into the Spanish Inquisition on my family members. But if you go directly to asking me questions about my family members, you're probably going to get a really snotty answer. And that's because I am too old to mess with your shit anymore. I don't care. What's going on? I've been missing it. Who are we talking about? I don't know who we're talking. Oh, we were talking about JYP for a while. And then we talked about how we were both bitches, but she feels bad about it and I don't. That's where that conversation went.
Yeah, I should really like figure that out, huh?
What?
Either be a bitch or don't be a bitch. But no, I think my problem
Yeah.
is that I can't keep things to myself. Like I have no filter, so I come off like that. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I'm the one that, everybody used as a stomping tool for a very long time. And then once I figured out that I'm sick of it, then they're all like, what happened to you? You used to be so nice. No, I used to be someone you could step all over. And now I'm like telling you to go fuck off.
No, honestly, that's me. Like a lot of people stuff on me, and I do a lot of things for a lot of people, but they make it seem like I don't, which is weird. And then I also get them saying that, oh, we don't even need you around. Like we would like to have you around, but it doesn't mean we need you around. And this is that. And I'm just like, you know what? I am so excited for me being gone for a whole month because I want to see what y'all do in that situation. There's no gonna be no more, oh, Claudia, can you come help me with this? Oh, Claudia, can you do this? Can you do that? There's not gonna be no
Nope.
more of that crap. Okay. I'm gonna see. That's why that's another reason why I'm like good with going overseas for a whole month, because then it's not like I'm like an hour away from y'all where I could be like, yeah, sure, I guess I can make it down that way. No, I'm not gonna be able to fly back to come help y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all just gonna have to figure it out.
Yep.
And doing this, like I've stuck around with my family for so long because I've had the issue thinking that what if I'm not around, what if they need me and I'm not around? Like that's gonna hurt me because I really love my family. I'm a very big family person, no matter what they do. And so I'm just like, I need to be around. So maybe me going away for a month, I feel like it's gonna be a big step for me of getting myself out of doing that, because I'm just like,
Yeah.
well, if they can handle themselves without me being gone so long, then maybe it would be okay for me to move away from them.
Yep.
So
Sometimes you got to step away.
especially if I plan on wanting to move overseas to teach English.
Yep. Oh, where were we at?
Oh yeah, where were we? Oh, okay.
Are you
I guess I
leaving,
don't need.
Jocelyn? I don't know if she's just talking or. Oh, she's still on. Have a good night.
Bye. So I guess I already showed y'all the piece where, Chinese acting like a kangaroo and pulls the boys into the room and
Mm.
starts like a cuddle attacking them. Sure, he can cuddle attack me any day. Any day. I'll take it. It's
See,
so sweet. It's
I
so
can't
it's
do that anymore because I get so hot, like physically hot.
mm, yeah, I get like
I'm
that
a
too. My
heating pad.
No, honestly, same. But my daughter's also a heating pad and she loves to cuddle. So whenever I'm like hot, she wants to over here cuddle with me. And I'm just like, girl, it's so hot. Get off of me. Get off. And she's like, but mommy, I just want to cuddle. And I'm just like, oh, but you're so hot. Like, put some distance between us, my girl. Put some distance.
Ah,
Maybe when we cool down the room, then maybe you can scooch in a little bit, but it's not cool down right now. I'm gonna need you to put some
what?
distance.
Okay.
But what I find very endearing is the fact that these boys act like they hate Chinese hugs by trying to like
They
fight him
don't.
off when he ever do that. Oh my gosh, I'm sure they love it. These boys are spoiled when it comes to Chinese affections, and I'm a little jealous. I am a little jealous. I said
Yeah, they act like they hate it, but they don't.
it's like when a little kid like gets kisses from their mom, but would hate if she stops it.
Yeah.
I do that too. Like my daughter, she like smothers me with affection. And I'm just like, ew, girl, get off of me. You're too much. But I know I'll hate it if she stops when she becomes like a teenager. She's like, ew, mom, you know?
Yeah.
Like she's done that before to me where she'll just like, she wouldn't say bye to me. I'll be like, bye, I love you. And she'll just like walk off and go into the school. I'm just like, bye, love you. And I'm just like, what happened to the little girl that would be like, bye, mommy, love you. And gives me needs to gives me a hug and a kiss before she goes. What happened?
I don't know why I put any of this stuff up until I'm done. I always have to pull it back out.
I was like brushing her hair the other day, and normally I would sit down while she stands in front of me while I brush her hair. And I needed to stand up because she's getting too tall for me. And so I told her, I said, excuse me, ma'am, I have to stand up now because you're getting too tall. And she's like, well, yeah, mommy, because I'm growing. I'm gonna be as tall as you one day. I said, I don't know about that. I'm gonna need you to stop that. Okay. We don't grow in this family. You need to stop. She's like, but how am I gonna stop that? I said, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out something, but you're gonna need to stop growing. Yeah. I already tried like fanning her back up to get that baby fat and that didn't work. So now we're gonna have to figure out how to keep her that small. Yep. Coffee? I think that works. Yeah.
Supposed to stunt growth. I don't know that it did.
I don't know.
I didn't
My
drink
parents,
it.
I didn't
No.
drink it either. Okay, what the freak? I didn't drink it, so why the freak am I this small? I thought I was average height. Okay. I thought I was average height. And come to find out, 5'5" is the average height. What the freak? I thought 5'2" was the average height. And I actually thought I was 5'3", but when I went to the doctor's office and they like checked my height and she told me I was like 5'2.5" or whatever, I said, no, ma'am, I believe I grew a little bit and I'm 5'3" now. And she's like, no, sweetheart, you're done growing. Ma'am, somebody told me I would look like I was getting taller. She's a freak out of me. What do you mean I'm done growing? Like the audacity. You know what though? Now I'm grateful for it because the Chinese that height, like I'm grateful I stopped growing.
I know everybody but Hyunjin is like shorter than I am.
So it makes
And
me
I've
glad
lost
that
an inch. Yeah.
I never thought I'd be that happy.
About being short.
I'm happy about that now. Like maybe when I put on some heels, we'll be about the same height.
Yeah, I don't wear heels.
I love wearing heels. Oh,
I
used
was
to go
so
dancing
tall
every
when
weekend.
I was a teenager. I never wore heels. And now that I'm old and fat, I can't wear heels because I'll fall over.
I am a heel girl. I love heels. But you know what? Between work and home, I never get to wear them. If you've seen the back of my trunk, it's like a display with all of my heel shoes because what if I go out and I need to put heels on, you know? So I keep them in the back of my trunk so that I could be like, oh girl, I got the shoes for that occasion. Boom, right there. But I never have that occasion. Never. Because it's just home and work
I'm
for
not
me.
gonna say it.
It's just home and work for me. It's
Yep.
time to bring those puppies back out because they're deprived. They're probably like, mommy, where'd you go? Just like I'm here. I said, that's the issue. Mommy became a mommy to somebody else. You're not the first. You're not priority number one anymore.
Oh shit. That got close.
Like, what do you want? What do you want? But guess what? I'm gonna be packing up some of my heels to take with me because, girl, you don't think I'm not gonna wear my heels while I'm out over here? Check ya.
You have fun with that.
I will have fun. It's been a long time, and I'm gonna need to start getting used to it again because before I used to like push carts in heels, and I was like unbothered. But one time I like walked like a good 5 minutes in heels, and I'm just like, oh, my feet, they're not used to it anymore. These puppies need to get used to it again.
Yeah.
But it's okay. They will one day. They will one day. Anyways, where was I?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay. So after that whole like hug attack, it switches to Felix and the rest of the boys finally showing up and starts to take a look around. When Changmin gets to his room, he starts to notice that Channy's stuff is around the room. And he asked if it was also Channy's room. and said he had a bad feeling about it before he started putting up his Munchlax doll, his Munchlax mono thing. And as he was coming out of the room, Channing notices him in the room and starts to smile before walking towards him. And Channing notices Chingbin's little mono and he says, "Hey, Dad," while pulling out his Snorlax doll. So it has like the first of all the first form of with Munchlax, and then the Snorlax is the evolved form of Munchlax for Pokemon. So they just worked out, like it was meant to happen. And then like he had his little Pokemon, his little Dragon Ball Z. You know what I find funny is what is with boys and loving Dragon Ball Z? Like almost
I
every
don't
boy I've
know.
come across, they're in love with Dragon Ball Z. I've never personally seen it,
Just a
but it doesn't look
cartoon to
appealing
me.
to me. Man, it's actually an anime. It's an anime. Put some respect to that.
Mm, yeah.
But it's actually never actually appealed to me to want to watch it either. So I don't know. I mean, I had an ex where he was in love with Dragon Ball Z that he had like a whole poster of it. And when the voice actor to the main guy died, like it was like a whole like it was a tragedy for everybody. And I'm just like, wait, who is that? And I had to look him up and found out that that's why everybody was like devastated. Like, okay, I feel you. I feel you. I don't understand that particular feeling with that character, but I understand why you would feel that way because that's basically your childhood right there. So okay. So yeah, so Chatty jokes about like them gonna have to work there for the rest of their lives and give him a microphone so they can keep in their room. And Changman ends up changing into like his sport uniform, and Chatty's like saying how cute he looks in it. And then the other boys start going into another room and checking it out while the Machinates, Sungmin and Ian start going into the closet and just closing the door on themselves because they
What
decided
is it about Sunman and Ian in closets? I don't understand it.
I don't know either. You know what? Remember when they were playing hide and seek and it was Felix and was it someone that was in that little cupboard? That
Yeah.
little like space area? I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, what in y'all's right mind gave y'all this like the thing that y'all want to be crowded in that space? Like how did y'all even get yourselves
Well,
in there like that?
not
That's the
only that,
question.
like during Kingdom, before Sunman went out to do Love Poem with the other two guys, he tried to hide in the closet. And Shane Bin and Han is just looking at him like, what are you doing?
You know, I guess I could see the appeal of it because it's like,
A quiet space.
yeah, or he's just preparing himself to come out of the closet.
No, I thought about that. Sunman and Ian are two that I have no unequivocal doubts that they are straight.
They love to be in the closet at this point. Uh yeah, but then Hyunjin opens the closet door and sees Ian and jokes about saying, like, where's Ian? I can't see him before closing it and pretending to close him in there. And Han convinces Changmin to actually go into the closet while he closes the door and traps him in there. First of all, Changmin, you should have known. You should have known Han would have been doing that
Monkey
crap.
see, monkey do.
And then Hyunjin and Ian go and check out Chan's and Binny's room and see the microphone and saying they should put up like a soundproofing box, and then like looks at their monos and say how cute they were, which I guess like in the Asian cultures, monos are just like a big thing for them.
What is it?
Monos like dolls, like the stuffed animals.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it's like a big thing for them over there. That it's just like something, it's like the norm to have, and I guess you're just not in if you don't have one. I don't know. I have I have some, so I guess I'm in. The
I
boys
can't find my.
found the boys ended up finding the snacks that Chan's mom sent him, and they start going through it and asking if they can have some, and they just like, oh, can I have this? Can I have this? And they just start taking him, and Channy just looks at the camera and it's like starts to apologize to his mom and saying like, I guess this is a gift for the kids, and saying thank you. And then they just start popping open the snacks and starts eating it and feeding each other the different snacks that they're having. And you know, all I kept seeing at that
At least
moment
they
too,
share.
yeah, but all I kept seeing in that moment was the few crumbs that kept falling from their mouths and their hands when they were passing it along. And I'm just like, y'all are just like ants. There could be ants in there now because you're like leaving a crummy mess. And that's not even y'all's room.
Sungmin
not
have cleaned it up. He's the clean freak.
Sigmund was the one that's dropping it.
Well, there you go. He's making his own mess to clean up later.
Right. Um, and then Channy finds his rubber ducky and starts singing the rubber ducky song before Hyunjin like sticks a little snack in his mouth and somebody high fives him for it. And then moves on to the boys getting their mattresses and trying to finish getting settled in. Before it shows Lino in like a little conference room talking about how exciting and fun it would be to live in a dorm again with the members. And then Sungmin then comes on and talks about how shopping for beds online and how they assemble them and how he wants to decorate the interior together. And then switches back to Lino and him saying that he wants to cook something delicious together with everyone and eat it. The scene then moves on to Changbin, Hyunjin, and Lino out at the grocery store shopping. And Hyunjin
Oh, I
passes by
remember this one. That was funny.
he passes by some hot sauce and starts laughing, saying he found 3 racha. And then the boys found something they wanted to eat. I'm not gonna tell you what they wanted to eat because I actually don't know how to say it. And I forgot how they said it, so I guess you're just gonna have to
Not
figure that out.
tabaki, is it?
No. It had like PT something.
That's tabaki.
Oh, I guess that's what it is then. The boys oh yeah, so they didn't know how much to grab, so Lino was like, just grab 5 packs, and if it's not enough, just reduce the amount of people we have.
I know, that was funny.
The boys continue to shop when the scene switches to the other boys sitting in a circle starting to assemble a desk together. They're having a lot of trouble and we're still trying to figure it out by the time the other boys showed up with the groceries.
Yeah, and they
Lino
were talking
came-
about how Lino's dad was a furniture maker, so he should be putting
Yeah,
it together.
yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm gonna go cook."
Yeah, yep.
He walks off.
Yep. So Lino, Jangmin, and Hyunjin go straight to the kitchen to start making the food, leaving the others still trying to figure out the desk. And it's funny how he said, "No, I'm gonna go cook." They were struggling even worse than the boys putting the desk together. They were struggling so hard. Like the pot was overflowing. They didn't know how to make what they were making. They realized that Lino never washed the dishes before they started using them. They're like, did you wash this? Did you wash the pot? They're like, was I supposed to? Yeah.
But if it was washed in the first place, why are they washing it again?
Well, whenever people start packing up, they put them in boxes and stuff like that. So they end up washing after they get them out of the box.
I don't, but okay.
Yeah, so then Hyunjin ends up actually burning his finger. Lino dropped some of the food out of the pan when he was trying to switch it around. And the other boys were actually finally starting to make progress on that desk and was almost finished with it. And they definitely felt like accomplished and cheered when they finished it. They're like, yeah, we got it, woo! And then they went to go check on the food, and right off the bat, they started teasing them, asking like, why is the kitchen a mess? Why is that there? And yada yada. And it led to Hyunjin, Lino, and Chigman just yelling at them and saying like, it's noisy, shut up, get out. And Ian just told them not to be angry, chill out. And then the boys left the kitchen while they finished up. And Changman was saying how it was his first time making it, and that although it doesn't look presentable, it was definitely delicious. They then started bringing out the pot to the living room so they could eat, but since they didn't have a table set up yet, they put it down on the box that the desk came in to use as a table. Felix had tried some and thought it was good, and they started putting out the bowls so they can get ready to eat, sit down and eat. And Sungmin also started making scrambled eggs to go with it. And when he was done, he poured it in and it ended with them like finished eating and talking about how it felt to move into their dorms before volunteering Changmin to wash the dishes and ran away. My thing
Yeah, I
is that
remember. I think they make him wash the dishes all the time because at the very first he's like, "Oh, I don't have to do dishes anymore."
see, he literally says it too. He just like, I literally hate washing dishes. If I can not wash dishes, I would choose not to wash them. And I I honestly believe that this is not the first time. I think I recall them telling him to wash the dishes, volunteering him to wash the dishes also when they first moved into the other dorms when they were debuting together. Like I think that
Yeah.
was him that they were volunteering to wash the dishes. Then also when they made food.
I think if
So
he had not said anything, he wouldn't be washing the dishes all the time, is what I'm
yeah,
thinking.
seriously, he basically screwed himself over with that.
Yes, he did.
And that was it for that episode. The end.
Let's see. Um, God, my nose is just. Benny, get down. Okay, Dwacky's gym. She posted about something on TikTok. It'll be for people like her that has a back injury. And she's going to start using it to add her routine. It's yeah, so there's a video there that you can do. She sent me a video about how walking backwards is actually better for you because it doesn't put so much pressure on your knees. But my knees are already gone anyway, so it wouldn't matter which direction I walked.
I got bad.
Um, well, in 2014, when I shredded my one knee, my doctor was like, "You have 85-year-old knees." And he wanted to replace them, and insurance told him no, I was too young. And so this is like 10 years later. So you can imagine how much worse they are now.
85-year-old girl. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But the amount of things that you've done, I'm not surprised if your body has a little wear to it.
Yeah, I know, right? But I've never had knee trouble until I shredded the one. She posted the lose my breath tutorial. She said she does it at 40% speed and mirrored, so following along is really easy. So she's got that in the dance racha. Oh, and I looked at that piano music, that Stray Kids piano music. I even looked at the easy Stray Kids piano music. It is not easy in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
I don't play the piano, so it wouldn't have been easy for me either. Either way.
No, it's not easy. Um, Cinnamon Salon. She's talking about how she found the Kundal shampoo with baby powder scent that Ian uses. I've been using it. The one thing I have noticed, I don't use the baby powder one. I use like the honey and macadamia or whatever it is. Um, my hair is literally so slick using this shampoo that I cannot put it in a bun hardly at all. Like it just slides out. So, I mean, it's really nice. It's good shampoo. This is not playtime. I'm not gonna play. I did put in some hair color ideas for the summer, spring, summer. It's called butterscotch blonde is the big thing this year. I guess it's probably like a darker blonde with highlights. I don't know. That's the only way I could do it. And then I posted about hair trends for the spring. I didn't really look at it because I'm not going to cut my hair. I don't want to have to mess with it.
I'm trying to
But
grow my hair back out.
yeah, they have like 9 spring hair trends, and talking about accessories are going to be big this year. Headbands, huge, huge, huge thing.
Oh, you want to see my headband? Let me go get it. Hold on. Let my guy get it. Like,
blue toned red hair colors, which in the spring, I would think that would be more fall, but that's just me.
Oh, it feels so good in
Um,
here.
Beautiful. ColourPop, which you know is my favorite eyeshadow thing, has got some amazing palettes. They have a precious metals palette that came out with all the golds and silvers and bronzes and things like that. It's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, it's sold out.
Hey.
Whoops. Ah,
Oh crap. That's unplugged it.
oh, there's a lose my breath filter.
Oh, was there really?
Yeah, it just popped across my thing.
Bam. You like my headband?
That's funny.
My boy slipping on my head.
I put like pictures and stuff in some of the top line rooms, but get cool with K-pop. I don't think I put very much get cool with K-pop in there this week. Because all it is like crap. Just crap. I did put a thing on Jackson Wang in there. I think he's ready to walk away to have a life,
Which
which
is
I don't
honest,
blame him.
which is
Yeah.
actually very we prepared for that because he's talked about this for the longest time that he said when he hit his 30s he wants to retire and
He
like
wants to
really
have a
settle down.
family.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always been his dream.
You go, Jackson. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pulling
seriously.
for you, baby.
You find yourself someone
You
that
find
will
your
treat you
person.
right.
Yep.
Find your queen. Get yourself
Baby Monster is like huge. They're getting really big. Hype, all of the hype. And a lot of people are pissed because we got jacked out of a lot of award shows because of high artists this last fall and winter, and people are throwing a fit. They're like, oh, so you're telling me that all of those awards that those hype artists got that were probably ours, so are they going to take them back and give them to the rightful people? Probably not.
I doubt that because that's already embarrassing enough that
Yeah.
happened. They're not going
I
to
know.
take that back. They're going to deny it until the end.
Yeah. I just feel bad for the artist at this point that their company did not have enough faith in them to let them do this organically on their own. I mean, what does that tell you? I mean, it's like, oh, we're not good enough to do it on our own, so you thought you had to cheat for us? I mean, that's brutal. Blackpink is launching a new digital collectible for Black or Pink Venom, inspired by Pink Venom, whatever. It's a New Zealand-based company. Oh, I think that's the only thing we had in random places. You have your chance, Den. We have some more lore. It's all on you. Go, go, go.
Okay, let's go, shall we? Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. I don't think any artist deserves to be humiliated to the point of knowing that your company doesn't have enough faith in you to make things happen.
No, honestly.
I mean, they're good. I like them. I don't stand them, but I like them.
The one props I gotta give our boys is our company JYPE really never had any confidence in them, so they didn't do anything for them.
Yeah, them and SM were the only two that came out unscathed during this witch hunt during the investigations. All the other companies had some kind of payola thing going on.
Payola, woo woo.
Yeah,
Okay,
keep calling our boy flops while your faves are being thrown under the bus.
Okay, let's get to it. Lore of the day, sociopath. Give up your youth for what? For a clone, Felix? Face palms. Felix, I love you, but you screwed up, man. Babe, the person who you thought was your friend was a clone. Sigh. But this is the era Minho returns. Yay! But there were a lot of lyrics that were kind of contributing to the lore. Example, scale of my youth. For my future, you only get to live one life. I know I'm ready. Take that chance no matter what they tell me. No way back to the past. I'll step ahead, etc., 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 etc. It's etc., right? It's etc. I get it.
Etc. Yeah.
What is that? You know that one movie?
Alexa
like,
off.
etc., etc.,
Etc. Etc.
etc. One thing set though, something is off. Felix revealing that he's an angel, Minho's surprising return. What could this all mean? It means that something has to do with Minho and Felix. Rather, it be that Felix is Minho's guardian angel, or they're actually connected entries that were bound to stick together since day one, even if it means to sacrifice anything for them. Seeing how much Minho and Felix spend time together, it's arguable to say that both of them are one of the keys to the lore. But time will tell, folks. But you know what, though? It would be so funny if they're the main ones and the keys to it, considering that they were the ones eliminated, you know? It's basically stating that without them, none of this would be. And the fact that the lore is centering around them being the main focus is kind of telling. It's kind of telling. It's arguable to say that both of them are one of the keys to the lore, but time will tell, folks. But let's take a nice detour to the good old days of high school drama club gone wrong, but instead turned into emotional manipulations, folks. So fasten up those seatbelts because things get crazy. Skizflix, the Forbidden League music video. Ah, what a lovely day. Eating ices, talking with your buddy that apparently is a guardian angel while the other members have no idea of their fucking existence. Felix and Lino are spotted together chatting it up, having a good time. However, Han, 23, born to be a comedian, forced to be the ace of fourth generation upcoming Oscar award-winning actor, has stepped into the scene of acting. After taking a bicycle ride with Sungmin, 23, did not sign up for this bullshit, born to be a singer, forced to deal with Hanjin. Ambitions and one of the best fourth generation vocalists. Notice one, not two, but one person, Lino. After finding his actor, you see how it's not plural. Han immediately gets the process in motion. Lino and Felix agreed on it. Now, there is an old saying that goes on in my family. If someone thinks you're schizophrenia in public, if someone thinks you're schizophrenic in public, unless there's a psychiatrist, they're not gonna say shit, but ignore the bitch that you think is real. My sister on the phone for some strange reason. Wait, what? Someone thinks you're schizophrenic in public, unless there's a psychiatrist, they're not gonna say shit, but ignore the bitch that you think is real. Okay. That's funny.
Some things you just gotta read twice.
I was like, did I read that right? So they're just gonna ignore the fact that I'm talking to somebody that they can't see. Has that happened before? No, I have not. I've not talked. Oh yeah, you know what? I have talked to myself before, but not to somebody I thought
I
was
talk to myself often.
You know what though? Actually, I have. I was like going to bed and my mom decided to come sleep in the room with me, but she was on a different bed. But for some reason, like it could have been I was hallucinating or something, but I kept hearing like this like couple arguing. Like it sounded like they were arguing in my ear. And it was like getting so loud. And I was just like, can y'all just shut up? And my mom was like, what? And I was like, they're just talking so loud. And she's like, oh, just ignore it. Just ignore it. That happens. And I'm just like, okay. It's just because she's like I said, she's Wicca. So she's used to like having that kind of stuff around her. So she just assumed like at that time, like I was like in between at that moment. So I was like listening to like a couple arguing that was not in that time thing. So she was just like, just ignore it, I was like, yeah, how can I ignore two people arguing in my ear while I'm trying to sleep? But whatever. Let me see. But hey, I guess her saying implies to Skizflix because ain't nobody acknowledged Felix's existence for even a second. They all just ignored him. And the reason? Well, he can't really be seen. He's an angel, for crying out loud. Let's be real, they're not going to see him. But you know who I think saw Felix? Ian. Well, Ian
Diane.
honestly is just the definition of lucky me. I see ghost that hoodie. But the thing is, Felix is supposed to be the angel, right? Well, yeah, but they're not supposed to see him. That was his consequence for making the wish. But how come Ian can see him? I got an answer to that. Well, Ian is kind of bending the system. But you know, all fun and games, so you have to act like you don't know he exists. It ends up back in the same spot we began with. I mean, I have to go now, but seriously, who's Young Buck? Who's Young Buck? Young Buck, Buck, Buck. Hey, that is so funny that his name could come off like that. Young Buck, Buck, Buck. He's the chicken.
That's reaching.
Young Buck, Buck, Buck. Anyways.
It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, nobody's ever like thought of it like that. That's so funny. Probably because we're so used to saying Felix, like they never thought would think that his name kind of like fits in with his like animal, his little like scuso, his little scusi character.
Is he too?
Scusi, what's up, scusi? Okay, Rockstar Part 1. Oh, did I mention that we're gonna be filling rocks? Yeah, just look on Getty Images and you'll just find some random white person filling a rock. Really? I'm gonna look that up. Okay, I'll be serious, but like Stray Kids and their 80s era, it's like Stray Kids and 80s switch concepts for that one comeback. But problem, Claudia, you might get your man. Girl, don't play with me. That doesn't even know you exist. For now. For now. Okay. That man will notice my existence at one point. Has gone absolutely loco. Babe. And the prologue, my guy was mental. Like, is he sane? Well, absolutely not. Continuing, we get into Felix being an absolutely lovely therapist angel, trying to be Channy's therapist. Yeah, no. But from my POV, I'm thinking that Channing was representing songs like Megaverse, La La La, and Complex, the more energetic songs. While on the other hand, Felix is representing songs like Blind Spot, Leave, and Cover Me, the more calmer songs. Interesting. But you know, it's chill. Rockstar Part 2, Megaverse. Okay. This is where it gets juicy. So we got Mr. Security Guy being a straight up feel the rock anti. So you know what they're gonna do? Troll him with the clonery and almost kill him. But hey, it contributes to the lore. So now we know a few things. One, if you don't feel the rock and anti Stray Kids, you'll end up like the dude in the music video. And two, your body will shake because they're making bangers. And three, we found out the history of the Megaverse. And this one is a little bit wonky. Rockstar Part 3. La la la. Just feel the rock. No, like go outside, touch some grass, feel a fucking rock, and stop being delusional, you little biatch. Now please allow us to continue. Well, a little bit of a pickle. What is Stayville doing here? Okay, just kidding. The clowns aren't stays, maybe. But what do we do is that some kind of portal must have opened up, and now the people from district is in the rock verse. In clown costumes, also cosplaying as stays. Seriously? Oh
I'm
no,
sorry,
the
Belle.
horror. I'll be
sorry,
serious. So
Bella.
now we got a problem. What the hell do we do with this problem of people in the district? Skedaddle. But wait, there's more. Han clone, what are you doing here? And of course, in a clown costume. Now there's a clown in our midst. What do? Not worry about it until it's actually important, of course. But seriously, there might be some serious trouble. You don't know what that clone's up to. It could commit identity fraud, like how I am once every 2 comebacks. But you know, you never know. We know, Lino, till we find out. And
Yeah, I'm not a clown person.
wonderful. That was fantastic as always, Nia. Loved it. Definitely have me thinking about some things. Oh, what is this? Somebody posted in the stake here? Oh, has somebody been posting in stake here this whole time?
I don't know what's being posted.
Oh, she the Crystal Bell interview.
Who's Crystal Bell?
Girl, your guess is as good as mine. It says Stray Kids and water don't often mix. As pioneers of what some may have dubbed the mala taste sound, derived from the spicy dish malatang. They see themselves more like fire, searing with intensity, passion, and heat. Oh, oh, my Siri's going off. What the crap? Oh, she heard fire and she's just like, you called? Like, no joke, she looked it up. Like, girl, calm yourself. We are not talking about you. Get yourself together. Passion and heat. Their music is mostly explosive, a fusion of raw energy and blazing soundscapes. A vigorous thrum that pulses through the air and ignites the senses. On stage, they're wielded? Was it welded?
Building. It's
Welded,
wheeled.
wielded fiery
Probably.
swords and flickering blue flames. But on their last single, Lose My Breath, the boy band ventured into uncharted waters. With Lose My Breath, Stray Kids excuse me. Their typical hard-hitting beats and punchy delivery for something much more fluid and melodically. How you say that?
I don't know. I'm not reading it.
Melodically.
Melancholy. Melancholy.
Is that what it is? Melancholy?
Melancholy. Yeah.
Melancholy. I would have never thought that. Melancholy driven. The track's R&B infused pop challenges the group to adapt vocally, pushing every member out of their comfort zone. The smooth harmonies and easy flow of Lose My Breath, which features some crooning. That's a weird word. From co-writer Charlie Puth. Showcase Stray Kids. I'm done reading this. They got.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, they got too many hard words.
Where did it stay here? Journal info. Is it the USA Today? Oh, okay. Let me see where you're at.
You'll see the highlighted Charlie Puth. That's where I ended.
Okay. The smooth harmonies and easy flow of Lose My Breath, which features some crooning from co-writer Charlie Puth, showcases the Stray Kids' versatility and artistic growth, something deeply important to the members of Three Racha, the group's production team, who are known for their signature spice. Music is so diverse, Bang Chen tells NME. As artists, there are so many ways that we can express emotions and messages through our music. I guess Lose My Breath is just one of those songs where we could show a different side of Stray Kids, though he's also keenly aware that this sonic switch up is a divisive move. We don't know how the audience is going to take it in because it's so different. Hopefully they enjoy it. It's the eve before the song's release, and Stray Kids are on the end of a long press day in New York. The members are huddled together inside a Chelsea studio, where just next door, Three Racha wrote and composed Lose My Breath with Puth last September. At that time, the trio were in the U.S. to perform at the Global Citizens Festival, but had also logged in hours at the Republic Records studio with Puth for a songwriting camp. For Three Racha, who are intrinsically tied to Stray Kids' sound, that their involvement is a popular meme among fans, collaboration is not only essential among themselves, but also when it comes to working with outside creatives. We started the song off from scratch, Bang Chan said, of Lose My Breath, recalling how it just began life as just a blueprint at a song camp. It was the track first, and then Three Racha did our part of the arrangement, how the song was going to go, and then decided what we wanted to talk about in the song while working on the song. The ever methodical songwriter, Chang Bin, he says he thinks a lot as someone who often agonizes over small details. Learn to loosen up and let his instincts take over, bringing the feeling of spontaneity and improvisation to the process. Bang Chan also humbly notes that he just helped out from the side when Chang Bin and Han were trying their best to write English lyrics. Though the Stray Kids leader was instrumental in the direction of the song, Three Racha then took the track back to Seoul to finish it off there. The files were sent back and forth between USA and South Korea with minor adjustments until the track was finalized. There were a lot of overseas connections, Bang Chin smiles. It wasn't the only song that we made, he adds hesitantly. We had a lot of fun.
Whoa.
Working for the comeback.
Yeah.
Is that all of
only-
it?
oh,
That wasn't all of it.
maybe they are gonna make a full English album.
Mhm.
Now, is he
Okay.
saying that's the only song we made with Charlie Puth, or the only song we made in general? Maybe
He
they
just
have
said
other
the only
artists.
song that they made. Says the R&B influence on Lose My Breath isn't Stray Kids' first foray into the genre. It's usually Han's domain, and he can be found on tracks like 19 Chill and Collision, as well as his rich catalog of solo work. Hyunjin too finds that elusive creative spark in writing R&B tinged songs with complicated love, from the light, airy Ice Cream to the emotionally demanding DLMU. Yet, Lose My Breath finds Stray Kids expanding their repertoire, proving that they're not afraid to explore new musical territories, with Sunmin teasingly calling this evolution homework for stays. We did try something very different with our vocal techniques. I think we saw that. Bang Chan says, illustrating the breathlessness and restraint they tried to bring to their recording sessions. There's a softness and underlying desperation to their vocal performances. We all sung in a way we have never sung before. That meant that Changbin, a bold, assertive rapper with a rapid fire flow, had to be more like water, shape-shifting his tone to complement the song's weightlessness. Changbin really surprised me, Ayin says, as Changbin puffs out his chest in return. Never too shy to accept praise. Lee No and Sunmin were also very surprising in the studio, Ayin adds, patting them on their knees, to be able to show that we can do something different, something unique, and something we've never done before, Ayin says. That is something that we really want to emphasize.
They
The
doubted
desire
themselves.
to, yeah, that desire to play and experiment also comes through in the performance as Stray Kids slow down the piece to align the emotional expression of the song. We wanted to express these emotions not only through lyrics, but also with our bodies, said Felix. His wispy platinum blonde locks slightly grazed his shoulders, and he has a cheeky habit of flipping it dramatically. Lino says this performance relies on being very subtle, something the Stray Kids aren't often known for. Most of our performances are very explosive, the dance leader says. This time, our emotions and expressions are very contained.
Is that why they've been trying to do like more neutral face?
Maybe. Stray Kids often tell a story through their choreography, and this too is a collaborative effort. When we get the demo, we listen to the demo and look at the lyrics, explains Hyunjin, part of the group's dance team, Dance Racha, who rarely discuss how they develop moves that complement a song's message. According to what we feel, we select choreographers who we feel match the song's vibe. He reveals that after every choreographer submits their version of the performance, he and fellow Dance Racha team members Felix and Lino sit down and decide which parts we like from each, and proceed to, in a very Stray Kids way, splice it together and mix it up to form a base to work off. Then, while we're learning the choreography we make adjustments based on how it feels, like adding certain gestures, he adds. In the Lose My Breath music video, the group performed in Several Inches of Water, a classic boy band rite of passage that comes with its own challenges. Just ask Lino, who fell while filming, but recalls the incident fondly. Felix and Hyunjin also filmed a dancing sequence in the pouring fake rain, which drenched them and added a
It
few
was
soggy
fake.
pounds
I
to
would have
their
never
body.
assumed that.
Well, it's water, but it's usually from like fire trucks, like the big tanker fire trucks that carry water. That's
Yeah,
what we
it's
use.
just funny how she had to point out that it was fake.
Yeah. Which drenched them and added a few soggy pounds to their bodies. You just got to put in more strength to move around, Felix laughs. Because we did it at night, it was really cold. We had hot packs everywhere.
Dang.
There is hope among the members that Lose My Breath, and the new era that succeeds it will reach an even wider audience. The days prior to the interview have been a whirlwind for Stray Kids, who attended their very first Met Gala on behalf of Tommy Hilfiger. When asked to describe the experience, they turned to Changbin. Chris Hemsworth lifted him like it was nothing. It was crazy, Bang Chan says of the group's Met Gala interaction with Thor himself. Before Felix chimes in, he lifted every single one of us. This summer, they'll headline a few major festival shops, including la 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 la. During times when we couldn't see our fans up close, I think that's one of the reasons why our stays become so close to us and bonded us with us, said Felix. It's been so long since we've seen our stays, so that taking this opportunity, them just being able to see us is really meaningful. As their fandom grows internationally, they see that bond only growing stronger. It's also thanks to them that we're able to spread not only our identity but our music, he adds, and our Stray Kids energy. There's a palpable sense in conversation that Stray Kids are standing on the precipice of change. The members themselves still possess the same kind of friendliness and humor, but their ambitions are just a bit larger now. Cinnamon says he has one goal for this next chapter: Stray Kids will break the pop genre. Next to him, Han laughs. That's a very big goal, Cinnamon is unfazed. That is my wish, he says. It's an ambitious thing to say, but no one ever moved forward by staying stagnant in waters.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
love
was not
that.
written for a sixth grade mentality. That had a lot of big words.
Thank you. Thank you.
And they had another interview with USA Today that's in that same thing. Yeah,
That
in
is so
journalism, we learned that we were supposed to write for people on the sixth grade level so that you couldn't use the big words and things like that. Evidently, that journalist never got that from her college professor
yeah.
because
And the thing is that most of the people that reads this too, it's not always like English speakers either. So how are they supposed to know those big words? Like
yeah,
people
they're
already have trouble saying the easy words. How can you expect them to say the big words?
right. Anyway, that was a really good interview, and I think
I
some of these
love
boycotters
that.
really need to read it
I
because they
thought
keep
it
saying
was
it's not
really
Stray
cute.
Kids song, it's not Stray Kids song. I'm like, yeah, just
These
like
boys
Coke wasn't
put
Chang
in
Bin's song because pretty sure it was.
these boys put in so much effort in this song. It is their song. They put in a lot of like work. They put in a lot of like everything. How can this not be their song? They made
I
it
don't
their
know.
own.
They're just
Whether
making
they
up more excuses to be an anti.
so stupid just because they didn't write it and it was written by somebody else, somebody y'all don't
They
like.
did write it.
Well,
Charlie
yeah, but
Puth
not
had,
completely.
yeah, but he was just a collaborator. I mean, they wrote the lyrics and stuff because that's what Bang Chan said. Is he sat back and watched Chang Bin and Han write the lyrics.
Yeah, plus
So I'm
uh
not
if
exactly
I
sure what
recall,
part Charlie Puth played in it.
Charlie Puth mostly makes the sound of it rather than the lyrics part. If I recall, most of the time when he's like posting on TikTok or anything like that, he makes the sound and he tells people to like stitch it and come up with the lyrics themselves. So I mean, it makes sense if he helps with Bing Chan and they start making the sound together, um, while the others come up with the lyrics because they're splitting up the work. But
Yeah,
either way, these boys put 110% into this song and their promotions and their performances, and the fact that y'all are trying to boycott it is ridiculous. Saying that it's not their song,
yeah.
get yourselves out of here.
Which
Get
is
out.
funny because JYP owns the rights. But okay,
I love how Felix just like emphasizes on the facts on how close of a bond that they have with us. I'm glad that they could still feel that way with us, considering everything that's going on right now.
well, I think that was before most of the shit hit the fan. So I don't know how
But
they
it could
feel right
also,
now.
I'm pretty sure they're still feeling a certain way because, like, like you said earlier, there are more supportive stays with this song than there are antis. Sure, they're
I
gonna,
think
but
most of it came from X, from Twitter. Most
yeah,
of the antis are on Twitter.
and
And a
fans.
lot of people don't like Twitter because it's so toxic. Like the whole arena is toxic. And that's why so
But
many
they're
of us have
also
been
trying to take
blocking like
over
crazy.
on fans. But you know
Yeah.
what? A lot of us
Yeah.
don't even go on fans, not even the artists themselves. Like,
I don't I don't care for
uh,
fans.
what are you
But
like?
I didn't like Community either on Bubble. But yeah, because they're spamming all of this nastiness, and now that JYP's saying, okay, we're going to protect our artists, all of a sudden they're all up in a roar because their First Amendment rights getting squashed. guess what? You can't have it both fucking ways.
First of all, what about the boys' rights to want to play their song? Like they have a right to choose who they collab with. They have a right to choose who the songs they want to release. And y'all telling them that they're not allowed to do that. So why are y'all complaining? Just like they
That's
have a right to protect the artists and make sure that they're not affected in any way, because especially with it being like the whole K-pop thing where it's known that some of the artists can get affected really bad by the things that y'all can say. Like y'all need
yeah,
to be careful. Like they're
a
they
lot
are
of
human, no matter how
suicides.
much we joke about them like being up there, being like sunshines and stuff like that. They are human. They feel things. They feel hurt
I
just like the
truly
rest of us.
believe, and you know, it's not just our kids. These fandoms have so much entitlement, so much entitlement. It's like, wow,
There's one
wow.
thing to joke about certain things. There's another thing to take it seriously and actually uh keep going
Try to
with
do
it.
harm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. Like it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because
Well, and I
y'all
love how they continuously use the word educate, 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 educate. Number one, these are not toddlers. They're not minions. They don't need educated on anything. It's a Korean culture that they don't talk about politics. And the fact that you're making it all about you tells me that you don't know jack shit and you don't care to
exactly.
learn anything about them.
Even during elections times, they're not even
They're
allowed to
not
do
allowed.
the
Yeah,
simple gesture that they're used to doing because of that,
all the
because
time.
they don't want to give off like the wrong signals. Like, come on
Mm-hmm.
now. And you
Yeah,
expect them to just go off and say, like, yeah, the Palestinians. Like, what? They're not going to
yeah.
do that. They're not allowed to do that. It has nothing to do with just their company. It has to do with their country in general. They're not allowed to like
Their
outright speak on it.
culture.
Yeah, outright speak on stuff like that. That's outside of their own country.
Yeah.
Because
Like
then
I
like
said, there's just a lot of entitlement that, you know, they don't want to learn anything. They just want it done their way, and they're going to throw little temper tantrums if they don't get it. And you know what? Throw your temper tantrum all you want, because the rest of us are going to move on with our life and probably point and laugh at you.
as a mother's behavior are one thing that we're taught to do with our kids when they're throwing a temper tantrum, the best way is to ignore it and no stop. So the
Yeah.
more that people get
Because
upset by
all
the
they're
things that
wanting
they
is
do,
attention.
yeah,
All
the
they're
more that
wanting is
people get
attention.
upset about the things that they do, like the easiest thing to do, the best way thing to do is block. Don't even think twice about it. Don't comment. Don't do anything. Don't put like don't spread it around. Say like, oh no, these people are so mean. Like what look what they're doing. No, just block it. The
Yeah.
moment I even see anything like one little mishap like that, I'm just like block.
Yeah.
Boom. Don't need to see that.
I mean, truthfully, it's your own mental. And y'all know, I have been bitching about X for a while about the toxicity, and I finally got my timeline to where it's now very peaceful, and we're all happy and friendly and talking to each other and supporting each other, and so it's just takes a lot of blocks, a
So
lot of blocks.
I don't even go through everything. So my streaming team that I have on X, when they're sending
Okay.
messages, they just send they just send like the most important stuff. They're like, oh look, this look at their we're streaming this stuff, like do this. They're big, which is what I love about them. They are big with like don't listen to the boycotters. Stream as much as y'all can. Here's some playlists, do this, do that. Here's some new fan bases that y'all can start following. If y'all like that y'all like unfollow the other ones, follow these ones instead. They're all about like actually supporting the boys. Like that's all you really need to do. You just
I
need to
don't.
ignore them, block them, and move
Yeah.
on.
I don't know that the kids would lose their job if they talk about it, but it's just not done in their country. It's not in their culture to talk about this stuff. Anything political like that is a private. is very private. I think
One
you
thing
would get
I've
them to
learned,
talk about. I think you would get them to talk about their sex life way easier than their politics.
one thing I've learned from a Korean native is says that in Korea they like to mind their own business. If it
Yeah,
is nothing to do with them, they don't involve themselves with it, which I feel like should be how most
the
cases
norm.
should be. Because I feel like the more you try to insert yourself in a situation, the worse it could get.
Yeah,
Like even the Palestinians are getting very upset by all the stuff that they're doing.
yeah, they really are.
Like open your
And
eyes, stop being ignorant.
The Palestinians have literally told them to stop using their thing for their whatever it is you want to call it that they're doing because they're sick of it. It's not going to help them. I mean, if you want to boycott, boycott. I don't care. But at this point, they're not boycotting, they're sabotaging, and that's a completely different area. So,
Liz, hello, girl. Yeah, here.
what?
Liz
Oh, hey,
Chisholm.
Liz. Oh, God, we need that here. I remember a time when you could walk into school and you don't know if your teacher is married. You don't know their political affiliation. You don't know you don't know anything about them in their personal level. And that was a good thing. Now you walk into a school and everybody's got to throw their bullshit on you. And where I live is very rural, it's very white, and it's very Republican. So you have these liberal teachers that think they're going to get away with doing shit here in our school district. And it's not the parents that tell them back down, it's the students. So shit don't happen here. But I can see in a lot of areas where it would, something would happen.
What
So
happened to the simple stuff of, oh my Lord, that's a sin. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, go back to that time because that time we could easily.
yeah, we could navigate through those. It's ridiculous. In fact, my sister was talking about the first day of class. My niece walked into the classroom, and the first thing the teacher asked was, "Let me know your pronouns." That went over like a lead freaking balloon, and it has not happened again because she did not get the response she was hoping for.
You know what?
So,
That's ridiculous. I can understand why teachers would be asking that now, considering that kids do get extremely offended if the teacher doesn't get it right. Which I
yeah,
don't think they should get offended because, as far as we know, we shouldn't have to guess on what you believe that you are. Now, if I say something wrong and you say, "Oh, I actually go by this," okay, I'll correct myself. Don't get
yeah,
upset about something that we didn't know to begin with.
yeah.
And plus, you can't always get upset with like the old timers. Like an old dog doesn't learn new tricks. Okay,
Oh
you
God, I
have to
know
give
that.
it stuff like this. You can't just automatically expect them to go cold turkey and just jump on board with everything. They grew up at a time where it wasn't normal for women to have rights. It wasn't normal for a lot of things.
It
Like they
wasn't
gotta,
normal to have same gender relationships.
yeah, interracial relationships like that. None of
Yeah,
that
even
stuff was
that. Yeah,
normal. And they have to understand like most of this stuff didn't start becoming more normal until like what, 50, 40 years ago?
not even that.
That's even worse. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all need to let them, like, it took that long to even get them to this point. Give them a second to catch up.
Right.
Don't just jump on their ass because they're not getting with
Well,
the times right off the bat.
they literally keep coming up with new pronouns and genders and stuff every freaking day. How are people supposed to keep up with that? I mean, seriously. It's just
There's some
quit
people
getting
that are
offended.
identifying as a dog or a cat.
Oh, as a furry? Yeah. Did you see that school where all the junior high students walked out of school in protest one day? They didn't leave school grounds. They all went out to the front so they couldn't be counted as leaving school campus because they were still on the campus, but they said that they were doing this because they have furries in their school that kick, bite, scratch all the other students, and you're not allowed to not only do anything about it, you're not allowed to tell on them. Like they're just getting free reign to do whatever it is they want. And the news was like, well, why are they letting people do that? And they said, because the principal's daughter is a furry. Sounds like somebody needs a new job. But I
What
was very
happened to
proud of
the
those.
times where they just keep it at home?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, you know what would happen if my kids were in school and they came home and said, Mom, this furry has a cat box in our room. I would be pulling them out of school because my kids are allergic to cats. They're not, but we could totally make a scene about it because I'm telling you, I'm a bitch. Y'all don't realize how mischievous of a bitch I actually am.
You know
Like it goes
what?
to top tier level.
My daughter likes to meow, and she found one of my cat tails that I've had at a Halloween costume. She found that cat tail thing or whatever. Or maybe it was a wolf tail, I don't remember. But she found that, and so she wears it all the time, which I'm glad she found that one because she used to use my bathrobe tie things as that. So she would put it in her chones and just walk around like that. I'm just like, first of all, I use that. My hands actually touch that, and you're putting it in your chones, but whatever. So I'm glad she found the cat tail, but she likes to meow and act like a cat. And I'm just like,
Well, I probably thought I was
this,
a dog at one time, but you know what? That doesn't mean it's true.
yeah, it's just
Some
annoying
kids think
because
they're dinosaurs. Doesn't mean it's true. So it's just all back gas words right now. What?
oh,
Yes. Watching Heartbreak Ridge is obviously far more important than watching our podcast that we prepare for all week long.
well, I mean, some of us.
Some of us wait till Sunday to prepare for our podcast, but
You know,
others
I
of us
tried to do it throughout the week, but
walk
then when I
work
come
all
home from
week
work,
long.
yeah, I'm just so tired. I'm just like, do I want to go on my laptop and start typing away, or do I want to go lay down and just chill?
Yeah, I get it. I'd probably be that way if I wasn't home all the time.
I wish I was home this time. I could be doing a lot of things,
Oh, I
but then
stay
I probably get
busy.
bored.
No, I stay busy. I always have something going on around here.
I feel like my OCD would probably get worse if I stay home all the time because then I would want to like clean every crevice and make sure everything's perfect.
Well, if you need a place to clean for your OCD, don't hesitate to just come on by.
Having a kid lick his paws in class is another thing. Has that actually happened?
Yeah. Well, like I said, these kids, they are literally, yeah, they are biting, kicking, scratching all these other students, and the students are not allowed to defend themselves. And I'm like, oh no, you touch my child, that's assault. I don't give a shit if you're a cat or not. Cats
Oh,
can go to
definitely.
prison too. Ever heard of a humane society?
Now the question is, do you want to go to kids jail or do you want to go to the pound?
Right.
Your
Juvenile
choice.
delinquents or high kill shelter would be my option.
Damn, that's ruthless.
What?
That's ruthless. No, honestly,
That's
what
what
if
I
they
said.
do?
What if they have rabies? I was like, you've got to get rabies shots now. Oh yeah, I would have been yeah, I would be
Let me
taking this
tell
shit to a
you,
whole other level.
if
They
I
don't
had
even know.
the one thing, that's one of the things I fear is to get rabies. If I had to get rabies and have to get 40 damn shots in my belly button, I will fight them all. I don't care how old you are, I will fight you. Okay.
Yeah.
That is one thing I do
That
not
and
play with.
that's another thing I had said when that whole news thing came out. I was like, oh, I would be like suing a school to pay for all the rabies shots my child's about to have to get.
I can't.
I would own that school district.
I cannot. I cannot imagine putting shots in my belly. I would die.
It's only
Okay.
8. It's
Don't play
not
with.
40.
Okay, first of all, it's basically 40. It's basically 40. You never see me get a freaking belly button piercing. Okay. So what makes you think I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
get like
did.
I won't. Okay, I refuse to. So what if it gets stuck in the cloth? Like, no, thank you.
What was fun is my tongue piercing. I lived on mashed potatoes and slushes for like a month.
I have 9 piercings. So I have my nose, my eyebrow, um, and like the rest of them are my ears, my helix piercing, and 3 holes on each side. But that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'll probably get like
Yeah,
another one on my nose, but that's about it.
most of mine have closed up.
You see, my I had somebody come in as a new boss, and she had told me, she was just like, you know what? I get it. When I was younger, I had piercings like all over myself. But then when I had kids, like I that was just like over for me. Like I get it, I feel you. And I said, are you trying to tell me that this is just a phase and I'll get over it? Because I have a kid already and I'm still getting piercings. So what are you telling me right now? And so she wanted me to close up my piercings. And I was just like,
I don't know if they can ask you to do that.
that's what she basically was saying. Like she was saying, like, take out my piercings, and just like go get them surgically removed if I have to and get them fixed up.
No,
And she's like, for some
no.
reason, where I work at, she says it's like bad where all the like there's just too many people there that have piercings and this is not. I said, ma'am, get over yourself. It's the
Mm,
thing. People get piercings. It just so happens that this store is overrun with them. First of all, there's a bunch of people at our store that also has a bunch of tattoos. I don't hear you complaining about that.
right.
Like I have what, 8, 9 tattoos?
Yeah, but they're not on your face.
Yet. No, I'm just kidding. I probably would never get a tattoo, a
I
face
wouldn't do
tattoo.
it on my face.
I mean, I have them on my chest. Like you can
But
still
every
see
one of
them.
my tattoos has
I
a
have them on my
meaning to me
arm.
that's special.
They have like
I
multiples on
don't
my
go out and
arm.
get I don't go out and get tattoos just to get a tattoo. Like all of my tattoos have some kind of meaning.
I only got one tattoo that I went out and got a tattoo. So like my thigh tattoo is a wolf because a wolf is my favorite animal. Like I love the
Well, I guess we know why you chased Chenny.
it's funny that happened because I've always loved wolves. Like if you see my room, I have a bunch of like wolf merch in my room. Like I have a blanket hanging of a wolf. Um, but I really love wolves. I love how the packs work. I love their loyalty to each other when you really like give it your all. Like I always loved it. And when I came across Channy, I didn't even know what his skazoo was. And I was like, oh, I love this man's. And when I found out he was a wolf, I was just like, it was meant to be. And you know what was even more meant to be is the fact that he's a Libra. Like they always say Virgos and Libras don't mix, but you know what? That don't make no sense because my mama's a Libra and we're close as can be. My daughter's a Libra and I somehow ended up with her. So I'm surrounding myself with Libras. Might as well get a husband that's a Libra too. Come on now.
Good luck with that. I think he's still married to stay at this
First of all, how much more can he get married, be married to stay than to actually marry a stay? Thank you. I rest my case.
point. You know how much hate you would get? Oh my God, the
Girl, you
hate.
think I would care? I would be married to Channy. Who cares what other people would say?
You
Nothing
say
could
that
bring me
now.
down at that point. No, girl. I don't care. I don't really care what other people tell me. The only opinions that I care for are my family's. Everybody else's opinions don't really matter to me, you know? Like
Mhm.
if I don't know you like that, why should I care what you think?
Yeah.
You know? Like you
Yep.
really
Yeah.
so you can hate on me all you want, girl. Try again. Try again.
My daughter was looking through some of the photo albums I found the other day. Let's see.
Hello,
Oh,
Emily.
yay! I was wondering where you were at, girlfriend. Um, And anyway, she found my photo albums from when I was a senior in high school.
Oh, girl, I would never want to pull those out. It was
Mine,
dark time.
mine are good. I don't care. But like I have old boyfriends and pictures of parties I went to and stuff like that in there because I've always been a photographer. I was always the one taking pictures of literally everything.
I was a big introvert. Like I hated being around people.
Oh no, I was Miss Social Butterfly. But she's like, "Who's this guy?" And I'm like, "He's the guy I was dating when I took that picture." She's like, "He could have been my dad." I was like, "No."
Damn. She's like, you're telling me I could have had this one?
Yeah, no, not him, because he was I was 17 and he was 21.
Damn,
But
I
he
was
was
really
a
skinny
rancher,
back in high
so
school. What the freak, bro? So mad at
I
myself.
was too.
Share myself.
I was like 115 pounds wet with cowboy boots on.
The only picture I have of my graduation gown is like my eyes are closed. What the freak? Here, let me see.
Concerning age gap. Well, you know what? In the 80s, it wasn't about age. I
Like that's my
was,
graduation picture. Look how skinny I was. Like you would have never thought that.
yeah, I was very mature for my age. I had been cooking, cleaning, babysitting, housekeeping since I was age of 10. So I was very mature for my age.
Yeah, same, same. But that could be because like it usually happens in Latina families, we're made to help take care of our siblings. And when you're the oldest sibling, you're made to grow up. You're
Yeah.
forced to grow up. And I had two jobs when I was 16 before I even graduated high school. So
I didn't have two jobs, but I started living on my own when I was still 17 years old, and I worked three jobs to make it work because mommy and daddy did not help me. So yeah, I was very well
mm,
into my 20ish type era.
you could definitely tell the differences on how the oldest kids to the youngest kids were treated differently. Like me and my older sister, we had gotten our license at 16, we got jobs at 16. Um, heck, I literally got that's where my sleeping habits stem from. Like I've only gotten like 3 hours of sleep every night, especially. And it got so bad that if I got more than that, I would like freak out.
Panic
And
attacks. Yep.
yeah, so I would only get 3 hours of sleep every night, and my mom would get mad and ask me why I wouldn't be helping clean up. But I would be like, I'm hardly ever home between school and work. I'm never here. The only time I'm here is when I come home to go to sleep and then wake up and go to school.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you need to do something about that. I'm like, sure, let me go ahead and take the other hour out of my sleep to clean. My bad. I'm sorry, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I cleaned and everything on Saturdays because both of my parents worked on Saturdays. So my sister was 7 years younger than me, so she was 3 at the time. And I was doing the laundry and cleaning the house. And I did not kick my family sandwiches. Like when I cooked, I did steak, baked potatoes, the whole thing. And this was at the age of 10. And then my sister comes along. I mean, my parents would not even let me drive my vehicle to the town 12 miles away from us. But yet, when my sister came up, she was able to do pretty much whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted, however she wanted. If she wanted to go to Lubbock or Amarillo in her car, they would let her. And I'm just like, where was all this freedom when I was growing up? Because y'all didn't let me do jack shit.
No, you
So
see,
we were very, very different.
the issue with that is my siblings were babied. So my younger sister didn't get her license until she was almost 22. Almost
Oh,
22.
crap.
So even when she got a job at like 17, 18 years old, I was the one driving her to and from work and picking her up from school and dropping her off at school and stuff like that. And my little brothers, they one of them is 18 now and he still doesn't have his license yet. The other one just turned 20 and he just got his license. So the difference.
I could not wait to get my driver's license. It was like a
Yeah,
whole new level. It was a whole new level of freedom that I was going to have.
I wasn't even allowed to drive when I got my car. So I had bought my own car. Well, I put most of it down, and as my graduation gift, my parents put like the last 2,000 down for it. So I got to pay off my car. I didn't have to do payments or anything like that. Um,
I think
well,
that's all my pickup was $2,000.
really? Yeah, must be
I
nice.
loved my pickup though. It was a 1978 Chevy Stepside. It was freaking awesome. Everybody in town wanted that pickup.
Dang. I had gotten a 2005 Honda Accord, and that was about a little over 7,000.
No, I think mine was it was actually $2,000 is what they paid for it. So I
Oh.
wasn't one of these hoity-toity. No, this pickup I saw on the corner lot, and I was like, "Oh, I love that pickup." So did everybody else in town. Like when my dad traded it off, it was sold before he signed papers on his own vehicle.
Mm, that must be nice. When I first got my car, like me and my dad were just trolling lots to see what we can find. And I wanted a used car, and he thought it was a smart idea to get a used car first because it's my first car. Nobody gets a new car their first car normally. It's always
Not in
better to
our
get a used
economic
car.
station.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I got a new car when I got my second car. So that I honestly wanted to get a used car for my second car as well, but my dad told me I had to get a new car then. But this car I paid all by myself. It's all paid off and everything. My little
Well,
sister, let me tell you, my old car got handed down to her for one, so she didn't have to buy her first car. Two, she got into an accident with this car and they paid her almost $10,000 for that accident because it wasn't her fault. So their other person's insurance paid for it. And she basically like put a down payment on her new car that she has now. That's like a 2022 or whatever Nissan car. And I'm just like, sucks you got into an accident, but damn, how you get so lucky getting all these free cars, girl? Like, my gosh. Like I have to pay for my first car and you got your first car for free.
what are you screaming and moaning about, Nia?
I saw that too, and I'm just like, what's going on? But
I'm so confused. Well, there's such a lag between what we're talking about and YouTube that we're like already on the third other topic before they get to where we're at. La la la. Holy shit, where did my honey
see,
go?
my issue with my siblings is that I do a lot for them. I'm the type of sister that doesn't really say no very often. My little sister got her first phone at 14 because me and my older sister paid for her first phone so she can have her first phone. I didn't get my first phone until I was 19 when I paid for it myself. My little brothers, whenever they would literally send me their birthday and Christmas list, and I would get them that stuff. So it might be also a little my fault that they are kind of spoiled because I did
Just a little
contribute to
bit.
that. I did contribute to that. Um, I just couldn't help myself. Like they wanted it, I could get it for them, so I did. But that since I've done that, they kind of have that attitude that I I don't know how to explain it. Like that spoiled attitude. Like, what do you do for me? Like I
Entitled.
ask, Yeah, like I'll ask for help and they don't want, they're like, I don't have to help you. Why do I gotta help you? I'm like, forget it.
Mhm.
I don't need help. But they're always expected to help. Like, oh, can you take me here? Can you come pick me up? Do this, do that. Sure, sure.
Yeah, so you're nice. I'd be like, oh, nope, can't do it today.
Yeah. I can't help
Ah.
it. I still spoil them.
Uh, yeah, they're. I really like their new song. Ah,
You know what though, Nia? Marriage is pretty scary. It is pretty scary. In fact, relationships for me is pretty scary. I've only ever been in one, and I don't really count it because it was not that serious. It only lasted about 4 months. Um, but it's just like it's too much work.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of compromise. I'm not real
I
good at
don't mind the
compromising.
compromise. My issue is, I think my problem, and I admit to this, my problem is I am the type that likes to fight. So I will pick on you, and so I start an argument, and I need you to argue back with me, but not take it seriously. I need you to be able to laugh it off in the end. Okay? That's what I
You're
need.
just weird.
I'm Latina. I like to fight.
I forgot to tell you all about what happened Wednesday.
What happened Wednesday?
Well, we went to the theme park, Silver Dollar City. Well, 2 years ago was the last time we had been, and I wasn't able to ride any of the roller coasters and stuff because I had gained so much weight. I couldn't get the seatbelts buttoned and blah blah blah. So earlier this year when we went, it was me and my daughter, and I found out that I could ride. I could fit on most of the roller coasters. So I was super excited. So we finally get to one of the roller coasters. It's called Outlaw Run. It's a wooden roller coaster, but it has two barrel rolls in it. So we get there. Did we ride that first? Or did we ride? No, I think we rode. Yeah, Outlaw Run first. Anyway, so I sit down in the seat and I grab the seat belt and I couldn't snap the seat belt. So I was pissed. And so my daughter had to like help me like move fat so that I could snap the seatbelt. so, and then the bar come down and just this little bar. It's not the over the shoulder, it's across the waist. And so I had it in a very comfortable position. And then the guy walks by and pushes it down further. And I guess I made a noise. And he goes, can you still breathe? I'm like, barely. But then like we were going up the hill and it's like all my weight distributed up to my boobs. Like, mashing all the stomach weight. And it was so bad that my ass wasn't touching the seat anymore because my boobs were so far up. It was like buoyancy. It was like holding me up
Dang.
over my seat. and then and then the next one we went on was I was griping about it like the whole time. I'm like, I can't breathe and I can't sit down. And everybody was just laughing at me. And the guy in front of me finally turns around and goes, yeah, all my weight distributed in areas too. But and then we go on it's called the powder keg. And what it does is it comes out and it like goes to the side and then it shoots you off like 20 miles an hour, like that. And same thing, man. All my weight went into weird, really weird directions on that ride. It was pretty funny. But then what wildfire. Oh my god. This is one of their older roller coasters, but it's the kind that your feet dangle. And so it's the pull down across the and I couldn't ride that because I couldn't get it down over my boobs last time. Well, we nearly didn't get down over my boobs this time because like there was some mashing going on and I was like, oh, yay. Now I got triple chins because my boobs were like way up here up underneath my chin.
Dang.
I was trying to get snapped in. The guy was laughing so hard at me. I was like, yeah, you laugh. Wait till you get a uniboob up into your chin.
You know what's funny is one of the benefits to have gaining some weight is the fact that um you can fit more securely in the seat.
Oh,
So
no.
before, when I was like really skinny, I was too scared to get in the seats because I feel like I would slip through. So when I gained a little bit of weight, I'm just like, I feel comfortably in here now. Like, I guess I'm okay. I won't fall through. That's good for me. Well, I went on this one ride that flips you over, and it like flipped me over, and I ended up sliding upwards. And I was like, oh fuck that. And I like hooked my legs on the bottom of the seat so to like hold myself down. And let me tell you, I need to stretch more. I cramped up so bad from how tight I was holding on with my legs. Okay. I was just like, yeah, I should have known. I should have known because there's other times where I would cramp up and I'm just like, stretch it out, stretch. You know how embarrassing that is to stretch during certain
Right.
times? That's embarrassing.
The other roller coaster, we didn't get to ride this last time because it was closed most of the day, but it's called Time Traveler. And it's you have four people, you know, you no, we it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. We don't sit like side by side. It's like in a circle. Anyway, and it spins and it goes around and it does all this other stuff. That one was fun. My daughter's cussing and screaming all at the same time because she didn't remember it. I'm like, how could you not
Wait,
remember this?
what? Was she passed out during?
No, she didn't pass out. She's not a Felix. She just was screaming the whole time.
That still makes me laugh.
I know, right? Poor Felix.
I know.
We already know he doesn't like roller coasters and stuff. I thought it was very cruel of them to make that a mission for them.
Um, I find that they do a lot of cruel things to push them outside their boundaries. So
Yeah.
that's surprising.
But he literally passed out. You need to not make this boy do stuff like that.
Man, there was this one company that had this other artist be in a room of his worst fear. Like he hates frogs, and they surrounded that room with frogs. Live and pictures and figurines and everything with frogs. To the point where he couldn't even stand on his own
Say, hi,
feet
Dad.
anymore. Like one of the members had to hold him up and carry him because he was just that deathly scared that he could not move. He was so mad. Not the guy that was deathly scared, but the guy that had to hold him up because he was just like, the fact that y'all know he's deathly scared of these frogs and y'all decided to do this to him is ridiculous. They
Yeah.
don't care. They don't
No,
care.
they don't.
Any content they can get, they will push you outside your limits,
Go.
which
Go.
sucks.
Yeah. Canberra. Oh, yeah. My daughter shot one of the rides down there
How?
one year.
How?
They have it's called Firefall. And you sit three to a seat, but then it goes up really fast. Like it just shoots straight up. She had her sunglasses on. And as the ride starts to shoot up, she took her sunglasses off so that they immediately stopped the ride and had to reset everything. Yeah. So I told her next time, just take the sunglasses off.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bella's being Bella today. She's got an attitude. I even gave
Yeah,
her
I
ice
get
cream
that.
yogurt. I
I
even
get
gave you
that.
yogurt. You still mad at me?
At
Stinky
least
girl.
all she's doing is cuddling you.
Oh, she's not cuddling me. She's trying to get away.
Oh, at least that's all she's doing. Okay.
My
She
bad.
doesn't destroy your possession.
This one, I'm sure she has some things. What have you
I'm
destroyed
still
of mine
like,
lately?
I'm still flabbergasted that that happened. I never thought she'd have that audacity. The audacity. Like, it's one thing, you could go grab my damn shoe and start chewing on it for all I care. But you start pulling my stickers off my damn laptop like that, my girl? Who are you? Get out of my face. I think the pound is calling your name at this point.
Hitting, Belle. I'm not playing ball right now, Ben. Take your ball and go away.
Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Did you go over the foods? You know what?
Oh, I don't think I put very much in there for food. I forgot about food. I don't think I put anything in Felix. No, nothing in Felix. I put a couple of things in Lino's.
Not the gumdrop buttons. Not the gumdrop buttons.
The cheese enchiladas with green chilies. Lemon chicken, 4-ingredient lemon chicken. I'm all about the 4-ingredient stuff. 4 easy steps to perfect beach enchilada casserole. Yeah, those are the only 3 things I put in there.
Oh, girl,
What?
girl. Those cheese enchiladas. Oh my gosh, those are calling my name right now. I love enchiladas. Like whenever I go to a new place, I have to try the enchiladas to see how it tastes. Because I gotta see, like, is this the one that's gonna keep me coming here forever? I don't know, but they're delicious. I love enchiladas.
Well, you are Latino. No, my guys love Mexican food. They could eat it every meal. I'm like, no.
So good. Okay. Should I do chins then?
Yes.
Let me see. We are on episode 30. They're in London. This was July 28th, 2019. Today's song list is, of course, Insomnia, Tenerife Sea, I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, Hump by Pentagon, Time of Our Life by Day 6, Rush Over Me, Seven Lion, Liam, and John Bellin, Clarity by Zed, and The Nights by FSC. Yeah, Mexican, my girl, same, same. I'm like kind of whitewashed Mexicana though, so or Americanized, I guess. I like to pretend I'm a No Sabo kid. Where was I? Okay, so okay, this episode begins with the boys in London. My sister's lost. Yeah, honestly, my siblings are too. Out of all of them, I'm the only one that knows anything. The other ones don't speak Spanish at all whatsoever. They don't speak it. I guess I can understand some of it, but they don't speak it at all. So they definitely are as well. Although my little brother is starting to get into a little bit, but he's mostly learning like kind of the gangster Spanish where he like learns to say "I'm gonna break your knees" type of Spanish to make it sound more tougher for him, I guess. I don't know. But let me see. Okay, so Channing starts mentioning that without him knowing, he starts to speak a little British, have a little British accent while he's in London, which I guess I can understand that. If you're surrounded by different accents, it's kind of natural to want to adjust to your environment. You're basically adapting. So I guess I can understand how you can come out sounding a little bit British. My issue is I feel like being surrounded by other people with accents wouldn't cause me to get their accent, but it will definitely make my accents worse. Like, luckily you cannot hear it right now because it's not as like I managed to control it a lot. But when I'm put in a stress situation or anything like that, like it comes out a lot. Now the question is, which accent are you gonna get? Are you gonna get the Hispanic accent? Or are you gonna get the Texan accent? I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling. It could be a mix. It could be a mix. I don't know how I'm gonna react to South Korea. Like, if my Texan accent comes out, they're gonna make fun of me. I just know it. Kenny starts to ask if there was any stays that are up late, and some did answer that there was. He mentions that they are in London because they have their London Unveil. Kenny also mentions that he has his many nicknames in the comments and remembers one being White Chocolate. I don't remember anybody calling him White Chocolate the last live. Um, I thought it was something else that they called him. What was it? Mm, they called him Side Dish, Crispy, Rubby Ducky, Chris, Chick Chick Bang, Black Prince, Little Prince. But I don't remember a White Chocolate, but maybe he saw one in there and didn't like say it out loud. I don't know. But he said that he had to look it up to see what it meant, and now he knows what it means. The first song played was Tenerife Sea by Ed Sheeran, one of his favorite songs, of course. Then it was Channy. Then it was Channy also mentioning getting like fan letters and how they always say that their music has a lot of positive impact on their lives, and that all he has to say to that is that he is very glad and to continue to listen to their music to gain as much straight as they can. Imagine being able to send a letter over there and they're actually reading fan letters, but nowadays they just won't have the time, nor would they want to, considering the amount of fan letters probably won't be as encouraging as the other years ago would have been, you know? Kenny says that it is important to make their own music. To them, it's important to make their own music because it's them personally sending messages with their music. And despite the negative comments asking why they make their own music or why they can't, why they don't stop making their own music, he knows that Stay appreciates that they make it, and since Stay gets a lot of strength from it, then it's important that the message comes from them, which is sweet. And Stay in the comments say that Stray Kids make Stay stay, and Channy's like, no, Stay makes Stray Kids stay. Stray Kids makes Stray Kids. You make Stray Kids stay. The next song played was I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. And it is also Channy's audition song. The first time Channy listened to the song was when he attended a school of performing arts as a little event thing to go watch a lecture, and his friends actually showed him the song. The next song played was Home Plate, Pentagon, which Channy said was a feel good song. And then next was Time of Our Life by Day 6. Honestly, I love Beautiful. I love Beautiful. It's such a good song. Definitely something that I like listening to. Channy mentions one of the reasons he was so excited for the concert the next day was because of the Stray Kids anthem. When they start to play, he can hear Stay start to clap along and even stomp their feet, and that the feeling is really exhilarating. It just makes him want to run out and play with Stay. The next song was Rush Over Me by Seven Lion, Ilium, and John Billion. He mentioned several times that he played this song before, but since it was really good and Stay recommended it, he will play it. A Stay started first of all, my mans, you always replaying songs. I've heard a few songs you played like 2 to 3 times on each room. As they started commenting Christopher Malfoy while the song was playing, which Channy got a kick out of, and he said while he does think of Harry Potter while they are in London, his name is Christopher Bang. The next song played was Clarity by Zed, as they had asked if he could shuffle, and he said, of course he can. He is Australian. Like, don't make me laugh. I'm Australian. Channy then mentions having this lobster sandwich, and it honestly sounded really good the way he was describing it. Like, I would love to try that. I would love to try it. I have to look it up. Another Stay says that Chan is the remedy, and he says, no, Stay is our remedy. As Stay didn't ask Channy which Hogwarts house he is in, and he asked Stay what Stay thinks, but in the end couldn't decide. But that if he could do magic, then that would be awesome. He asked Stay which song helps them get to sleep, and that he will find a closing song before the end of the live. So the next song played, Channing said he couldn't remember if he ever heard of the song before, but that they should listen to it together. It was The Nights by Avicii. Was it Avicii? Avicii.
I don't know how to say their name. It's Abicci or something like that, isn't it?
CII. CII.
Yeah.
He ended up really liking that song and likes how Avicii songs always have that country vibe to them. Channing started to end on a good note with 27 million hearts and starts to praise Stay, calling Stay ethereal and how Stay is meant for them and that they are infinity and beyond. Avicii? Is that what it is?
sounds
Avicii?
right.
And that Stay is Stray Kids and Stay. Channing was so fired up and started to give Stay many hugs before finally signing off. Boom. You're done. The
Sorry, my back was hurting. I had to stretch.
No, I get it. I literally put pillows behind me to like give me some.
Yeah, it doesn't
So-
help me. Is that all we had left? We did everything else, right? In Discord.
Yeah, I think so. Did we go over the room? So what's in there? Oh, you put Hannah Bangs that Abysmal episode official trailer.
Abysmal.
Abysmal.
Yeah.
Did you see her live yesterday?
No.
So
I
you know
did
how you
yesterday.
were curious about the diary with the sticky note?
Yeah.
So she was actually showing us it. So she was
Oh.
saying like it's an actual sticky note. And she's drawing doodles on the sticky note that she's gonna put in the albums. They're so cute too. I'm just like, so what you're telling me is it's like a signature, but it's a drawing that you draw. That's pretty cool. So she says there's still some diaries to be sold. So if you want to get them because they're actually really cute. She made some.
Yeah, I don't know.
stuff
I don't know if
together.
there'll be a restock on those.
Oh, did they sell out already?
I don't know.
Because yesterday she said that there was still some in stock.
There could be. I haven't been on the site to even look. But I'm saying that if they sell out, I don't know if they will restock.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't. Just the fact that her stuff sells so fast, I'm sure she's just like, wow, I didn't expect that, you know?
No, she should have because it did it on her first EP. Like she would restock it and then it would sell out again. And so they restocked it again. And then a lot of stuff sold out again. So it shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah, but didn't she have a lot more stuff in this album than she did with the last one?
Yeah. Because last time she just had basically the ones that were signed with PCs.
Yeah,
I think
but
she
now
only
she
had like
has like
maybe 6 items. Because I missed out on the vinyl. That's the only thing I didn't
the
get last
vinyl
time.
sold out too. Oh, you're talking about
Yeah, because they were like a blue colored vinyl record. Let me check.
not for sure. So the sticky note is still available. And so are the blue vinyl, the 10-inch vinyl, and the limited edition box CD. The only thing sold out is the
The
signed
signed
item.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing signed sold out. Which I guess is understandable. But I might give me the special diary because how cute is it for the little signed cute drawing that she did. It's cute because we were watching her on live actually doing it right there,
Oh,
drawing
really?
the stuff on the sticky
Stop.
notes. Yeah, And she was showing us the different sticky notes. She's like, they're cute. I think they're cute. Like they are cute. No, honestly, she is a popular sister. Like a lot of other family members. She's basically becoming like how what is the names? Ki Su from TXT, you know, the brother and sister. One's from Kepler One and the other one's from TXT. Like they're siblings. And they're from two different groups. One's from Kepler One and the other one's from TXT. I think it's cute. My thing is though is that she created her own company. Like how would that work? Like her concert stuff, like is she in the K-pop world or is she in the Australian world? Like
No, she's English. She's like the Western music. She's not in K-pop. That's why she was confused when she got nominated for like best K-pop artist or something like that. And she's like, but I'm not K-pop.
okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't fully know what she was gonna go into at this point because she was originally going to go into K-pop, but JYP turned her down. So that's why I'm like, is she still wanting to go that route or is she wanting to stick with the Western stuff? Like,
I think she's just going to do her own thing, and I think she's going to be great at it. I
definitely.
think she's much happier doing her own thing than she would in a company.
I could see that. I could see that.
Because like she's traveling all over the world and doing what she wants, how she wants to do it, stuff like
Yeah,
that. Where
lucky.
I know if she had went into a company, there's so many things that tie you down.
She definitely wouldn't have been happy. I guess the it was a blessing that she didn't get picked during the audition, so because then she wouldn't be able to do what she's doing, and we wouldn't be able to experience her being herself the way she is.
Yeah.
'Cause she don't care. And I love how she like personally comments on a lot of her posts as well. Like you make a comment, she'll comment right back and be like, "Thanks, girl. Thanks, boy." Type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this one, she was like, "Go get the album with the signed postcard and stuff like that." And somebody was like, "Why would I want a signed postcard when I could just have you?" And she's like, "That seriously had me blushing." Like it's funny. She says what's on her mind and it's hilarious. Love that.
Yeah. She's quite the comedian.
Channing does too, but he censors most of what
He's
he wants to say.
Yeah, he censors a lot of what comes
He
out of his mouth.
he definitely says it in a way where we get the gist, but we can't be sure if that's what he really was saying, you know?
Yeah.
Like we have to think about it. We have to think about it. Well,
Did we get everything?
I think we did. What is this that I put in there? Oh, their W Korea stuff. They looked so good. Like I'm
Yeah, they did.
astonished. A lot of people are kind of getting upset though that Hans and Sungmin's when Han and Sungmin's brands aren't as popular as the other ones or Changbin's. But I think that it could be like, for one, Lowe's getting up there, okay? Just because it's not as popular as the other ones now.
You mean Loewe?
Loewe, Williams. It looks like Lowe's to me.
I know.
But it's getting up there. Like, it's definitely getting some traction. Like, just because it's not where the other brands are at right now doesn't mean that it won't get there eventually. And plus, someone loves that brand. Like, what the freak? He's getting to get endorsed by a brand that he loves. Chill the freak out, okay? Like,
It's their
it's not that
decisions
big.
whether or not they want to be an ambassador
Yeah,
of that particular brand.
exactly. And
So
Han,
I
I
forgot,
could,
is Channy still under Givenchy or no?
I don't think so at this point. I don't think so. Which
No,
they
there's
missed
like
their
a list.
chance.
I can't remember.
They missed their chance. Okay.
Mhm.
Fendi took the opportunity and they ate. They ate. Okay. Han, I'm pretty sure that he was given a brand and he was just like, yeah, I like this. I'll definitely go for it.
Mhm.
I mean, it's definitely his style. I know for a fact that he probably won't want to go for anything that's up there just because like he wants to show off a little bit, but at the same time he doesn't want too much attention going into that. So I can understand if he wants to keep a low-key brand. Just how it is. You let the boy do what he wants to do. He looks happy. He looks like he's feeling himself. That's all that matters. Changbin, I don't know too much about that. He definitely looks good. I'd appreciate that. I don't know why I put his hair in his
Isn't
face.
he in Dolce and Gabbana?
Yeah. I don't understand the need to put his hair in his face. Like, he has beautiful eyes for a reason. Let them be shown.
Yeah.
Let them be shown. But he looks good. It matches well with him as well. Like, let the boy be. They're happy. That's all that matters.
Did we hit it all? I mean, I know I've been like throwing pictures and stuff in, but
Yeah, I think we got it all. By next week, we should hit 2,000. Let's
I hope so.
go. I'm pretty sure, like, it's so close. Like,
We're at 1930 last time I checked.
yeah, 1934. Yeah, 1934.
No, see, it's gained 4 since I looked earlier. Yep. All righty. Are we done?
I think so. We didn't have
All righty.
a tonight, but
Got it all. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for spending your time with us. Next week, if we hit our 2000 mark, it will be a special show, maybe. Had things planned, but our plans are easily dissuaded. So we will see how it goes this week.
it's always a special show since I'm here, but whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, thank y'all for spending time with us, and keep commenting on my newsreels and stuff, guys. It really helps to know somebody's out there watching them. So thank you all. See you.
Bye.